Oh, hello there. Welcome back. Welcome back to Second Chance Sunday. Your chance always, every single week, to bring back all the deals that you guys have absolutely loved. And that's what we do. If you've got any suggestions as well for Second Chance Sunday, remember, really easy to get them into us. Just email studio@craftscompanion.co.uk and put Second Chance in the subject line, and then we'll bring back the deals that you guys want to see. And this really is a Second Chance Sunday, but it's the closing of our festive event. We have had an incredible couple of weeks. We brought you a new free gift every single day, and this today, the last one, I feel like we've saved the best for last, is the nesting hearts. Now remember, you can grab those. They are usually £12.99 or £16.99 today. All you need to do is get £30 or $30 worth of products into your basket, and this will automatically appear, which is fantastic. Now there's loads of stuff coming up in this show. It is an extended show, normally an hour. We're here for 3 hours with you today. It's going to be fast, it's going to be furious, and it's going to be fabulous. Do you know why it's going to be fabulous? Because Sara's here with me. How are you, Sara?
I am very good. I'm very good. I'm like reading all the comments already. Keep up to date with us. Yes, never mind, Sara's here. Mrs. Claus is in the building because we are embracing. This is the end of it. This is the wrap up of our whole Christmas event. What a 2 weeks it's been. So basically, this now is literally the last chance for you to get some of those. We literally, well, we've had sellouts even just before we've started the show, before we've come to air, haven't we, Joe? So yes, I am ready. There's some of the items that I haven't even had a chance to play with live on Crafters TV here yet. Some of the launches that Leanne's done that I'm getting a look in with today for the first time. And we've got a 3-hour special. So it's basically, we've tried to take 6 or 7 and do miniature versions of masterclass with them as well. So one of the first ones I'm really excited to show you. Am I all right to just get going on this, Joe? Yeah, I think so. Yeah. Right, so cast your minds back. Leanne did the big launch of the Interchangeable Sentiment dies. Now let me show you how these work. In case you missed them, you missed an absolute treat, okay? How often, so it's a creator card, but it's a creator card with interchangeable middles. So can you see here, you've got this beautiful holly outline, but then what you've got is, we can either put in 'Tis the Season, or we can put in Deck the Halls, or we can have it Jolly Holly, what is it? I want to read it right. Jolly Holidays. Jolly Holidays in there. And it will all cut out like a creator card. So it cuts out, here's the card that I'm going to be doing for you. So this is that holly background, and we've got 'Tis the Season. Or you can switch out and have Jolly Holidays or Deck the Halls. Now, there's 4 different designs in the collection. The details on your screen are for the uber big bumper bundle, but bear in mind, each set is like a 5-piece die set, because you get the cut-in of the creator card, you get the optional outside edge, and then you get the 3 interchangeable centres. And they are literally, they connect on. You'll see when I come to do the demo on them, okay? So that is the circle one with the holly, right? Let me show you this. So you've got Star of Wonder, Peace on Earth, or Joy to the World, all within this amazing Star of Bethlehem on here. So can you see, because the creator card, it cuts into the card and stays connected. So there is your very basic card cut into the front. Now we've changed it out with the Peace on Earth, but can you see how Peace on Earth is actually connected into the card? That's how clever it is. And then the last one there is your Joy to the World. This one's done on a twisted easel, pretty awesome. So that's the second option, right? And I will put the details on the screen of the individuals if you want to just go for individuals. And when I say individuals, it'll be a bumper set, so it'll be the star, all of those, because they always come inside each one of the boxes. In fact, look at these. I've got the, I've somehow got the star out the middle of that box as well. Leanne, she's got them all muddled up. Never mind. Right, the Christmas tree. Have a little look at this from the front, because it's just awesome, okay? So the Christmas tree, can you see on this one, you've got the Happy Holidays cut into the front. So you can see that cuts right through, and you've got the Happy Holidays, but you could switch it out with Merry Christmas, if you wanted the tree one to have Merry Christmas in the middle. There's another version of where it's got the Merry Christmas in here as well. Or then we've also got that same one where it says Season's Greetings on the front. And I just love the cards where they cut into the front of the card, to be honest. I'll create the cards. That's one of my favourite things to do with them. So that's the second one. So these are all $24.99 each, or you can multi-buy. So $24.99 or $32.99, or you can multi-buy them, which is what you're going to be having to do after we sell out of the complete collection. Let's have a look at this one here. And then this is your snowflake. So it's either the circle, the tree, the star, or the snowflake. This is the snowflake with Let It Snow In. Here is the snowflake with Believe in the Magic. And then here is the snowflake with Winter Wishes. These, by the way, make absolutely spectacular shaker cards as well. So can you see there, Believe in the Magic, you've got the shaker pieces behind and the Believe in the Magic is all connected in. Now, I am going to show you all of this live. This is going to be my first demonstration. We're going to do a deep dive, we're going to do a full demonstration to explain to you how all of this works. But I wanted to give you a little preview right at the top of the show. So that's the first one. Am I all right to go into my next preview?
Yeah, you go for it.
Right, so the next preview I've got was of the quirky sentiments. This is another one that our Leanne landed up on her own. Can you see it? I'm going to just show you some of these. Again, we've got them all individually, but why would you? Because you can go for the complete collection. Sweet but twisted. Does that make me a candy cane? Don't get your tinsel in a tangle. That's really cute. They're just really funny, quirky Christmas sentiments. Some things are worth melting for. You've got a little Merry Christmas on here as well. We've got the Naughty but Nice. No, Naughty is the new nice. I like that one. Naughty is the new nice. It's beginning to look like a lot like Christmas everywhere you go on here. Sorry Santa, but Naughty just feels so nice on this one here. I'm Santa's favourite. And then one of my favourite ones from this whole set, Keep Calm and Get Your Ho 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 on, right? So you've got a whole collection. What I'll do is I will try and show you the picture that has all of these on them so that you can see all the sentiments that you go for. Basically, if you go for the complete collection, we also include the Harmony, the Jet Black quick dry ink pad, so pretty much one of your most usable ink pads. So if you go for the whole lot, you get the ink pad included and there is a 20% saving. Or we have all of these available individually if you just want to choose your favourite ones. But why would you just choose your favourite ones when you can literally get the whole set for $24.99? And your Christmas cards are just going to be a little bit different, a little bit quirky this year, aren't they? So there's the two that I didn't get to do any shows with that I'm quite excited that I'm going to be demonstrating right near the top that I wanted to do a quick preview of, Joe.
There's so much still to come though in this show. What I already set out to tell you about, I was going to tell you in a moment about the fantastic Christmas tree double-sided die, but it has sold out and gone just before we came live. We did a world exclusive launch of these double-sided dies for you earlier in the week. Now, we still have them available on the show. There are two for £22 or $25. So as you can see here, this first one is the Snow Flurry. Now, because these are edgeables, it means you can do all of your different edgeable techniques with them. Go back and watch the masterclasses on the website. There are hours and hours and hours of masterclasses on all of your different edgeables. Now, the next one, I do love this next one. These are our Festive Lights that you can see here, and they are just absolutely beautiful. Wonderful when you choose to paper piece them back together. They're great for like stained glass window techniques as well. Really, really gorgeous. The next one we've got is the delightful decorations, as you can see here. This is absolutely gorgeous. Remember, this double-sided die is doing all of the work for you in one, all that detail that you can see right there. The next we've got, now these are almost like, I don't know if you saw our earlier show, our earlier cartload show, and you saw the builder scenes that we brought you. These are a double-sided builder scene. So let me just put something behind there. You can see you've got all of that detail on the front of there, and you've also got all of that detail on the back there as well. So you can see that there. Now, gorgeous, you can see there, I'm not sure you can really see the detail, but you can see all of these different layers that you've got the ability to layer these up, which is fantastic. Now, we do have the Christmas tree, so it's a breaking news situation. It did sell out. We have managed to bring it back, so we are able to still offer you, again, the complete collection, so you will get the trio of trees. Now, the trio of trees was so super duper busy individually that it had sold out but we have got a few more. £65 or $65 to get you those. Every single one that gets those will get, of course, remember, that free gift worth $12.99 or $16.99. So great to have that. 60% of that free gift has already sold out and gone. This is the last day for the free gift as well. I wonder how many of you have got all 14 of them. I bet there'll be some of you out there that definitely managed to get all of them. Right, talking of launches and exclusive launches, we're going to move on to the over the edge stamps and dies, because these are, well, they were just unbelievable when we launched them. Now, if you bought the original set that were on HSN, there's a world exclusive launch, because what we did is we launched 3 brand new ones exclusively here at Crafters TV. So these are the 3 brand new ones that you've got. So you can see here, this one is your Hello Beautiful. You've also got then as well this one here, which is your May Your Day Sparkle. And you've got this wonderful, it's an alicorn apparently, not a unicorn, Magical Wishes. Now, if you want to go for these 3 on their own, so if you've got the original set from HSN, these are the 3 that you'll be missing. If you want these 3, they're available on their own as a 3-pack. I'll just get you the details for those. A third of the stock load of the larger collection has sold out. And gone. Very busy, £63 or $85 if you want to go for those. If you just want to go for these 3, then absolutely you can. There's the details on your screen. £30 or $40 to go for those 3 just there to complete your collection. Let me take you through the options of the other ones that you're going to get included. Let me just run you through, because I've got some lovely examples just here. So, very busy. The mouse, incidentally, was the most popular when we brought it to you the other day. So what you've got your stamps here, you've got your dies, and of course loads of different ways. You can cut it off the side, or of course off the top of there. And this is just a snapshot of the different ideas you're going to be able to incorporate with these. Think about getting your markers involved too, whether it's your illustrators or your tri-blends. These are crying out to be coloured beautifully. I'm sure you're going to have a lot of fun doing that. You've then got the little bear here. We've also got the birds here as well, and we've got our little catty friends just there. £63 or $85 there to get absolutely all of that. Very, very busy on those. It will be again, there'll be demonstrations coming on those. If you've already got these, because actually, let's face it, when did you guys order these? A lot of you may have these already. If you have, I'd love to see some pictures. I'd love to see some pictures. If we've got the original bunch that we released when we did HSN, you can email us. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk is where you need to email us, and we will share some of your pictures. £63, $85. Everyone gets that free gift with those, of course, as well. Right, I know Sara is poised, ready to start demonstrating for you. So I'm going to hand you over to Sara, and she's going to start sharing some inspiration. Remember, we're here with you for another, well, we're here for 3 hours. It's an extended cut. Christmas Crescendo, Second Chance Sunday. Here with you live this Sunday. It's lovely to have you accompanied. Right, what do you fancy showing us first, Sara?
Well, I thought, because those literally are like very of the moment, what would you like? Do you want me to demonstrate one of the ones that I've planned, or do you want? So when I did these the other day, people were really keen to see like unusual, different types of cards. So do you want me just to go for it, Joe, and show you something different?
I'd love
to see that bear. What do you want to see? We've got that alicorn there. We've got the butterflies are lovely. The little fairy over the edge. Should we do her? Should we do it? Let's do her. Right, here we go. So guys, I'm going to go right from the beginning. I've got my card planned here, but I think I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do one of these lovely fairies. Now, in each one of these, can you see what you're getting? You're getting a full instruction book, which is going to take you through exactly how this works. Then you're getting 3 sets of dies, and you're also getting the stamp set. Now, the idea is, and if I show you on here, this is probably the best way to see it. Can you see? You can either stamp her and cut down the left-hand side, stamp her and cut over the top, or you can stamp her and cut down the right-hand side here, okay? So what you're going to do is, I'm going to pop you, let's have a look, I'm going to do a really, really quick one here. I'm going to get my cardstock out, and if I just take this and get my scoring tool. Oh, Joe, I've just heard We've finally managed to get live on Facebook.
We are there. It was touch and go. I was getting a bit tense for a moment. There was some gremlins in the system, so there was a lot of frantic phone calls happening. Yeah, I don't know what happened there. We just had a little blip, a little bit of a senior moment with Facebook, but we are back in business. Don't you worry. We are live. You've missed nothing if you just joined us on Facebook. Nope. We're going to recap everything that we already did for everyone over on YouTube. So don't worry. Sara's going to share this demonstration with you, and then when that's done, I'm going to recap everything that you missed in the first 15 minutes. What I would say though is get yourself over to the website craftscompanion.co.uk.com.au, where you can see everything that is in the show under the Shop the Show button. But yet you've missed nothing, and there's been no sellouts yet. Would be good to know. Yet.
Right, here we go. So I'm going to stamp my lovely fairy Joe. All I've done is I've started with a piece of card, put the score line in, right? And I'm going to stamp her down the front here of my card. Oh, she's come out beautifully well. Now, here's what you would do, you see. You've got the top, the right-hand side and the bottom. So what I was going to do with this one is just show you how easy it is. If we take this, can you see this goes perfectly over the right-hand side of her? Then what we can do is take a little bit of tape, pop that little bit of tape on the edge that we're going to cut away, and then we're going to be able to cut this whole thing out. Now actually, let's have a look. We'll just pop this on here. So she goes onto there like that, and then we go clear, we go top plate, magnetic one in there, and you can see that is going to cut out, and what it does is it gives me that lovely edge. So this is how you can do your shaped cards. And a little bit later, I'm hoping to get back to this because we've got a 3-hour show and be able to show you a few bits and pieces on these. But what I'll do is if I take her out there, you see, there she is, right? And then I'm going to come on just with the, let's have a look, with our little guillotine here. I'm going to cut this one across here. So if we take that right along the bottom there, let's have a look here. And then if I take my scissors, and you see, and we can cut this one down to the top here. There we go. And then off the bottom here. Can you see, that's how we get a card. If you look at it from the front, I've got such a mess already. Can you see how we get a card that is shaped around the fairy on the front? And that's how you get that beautiful shaping. So each one of these has the character. It has the die cut that's going to cut to the right. It's got the die cut, in this case, can you see, this one would cut around the top of her, or this one would cut around the left-hand side of her if you want to take her over the edge. I did do a whole masterclass on these. So if you go back and watch, what day was it? Was it Wednesday this week? I'm not quite sure. But if you go back and look through, there was a whole masterclass on our character over the edge. They have been incredibly popular. We literally only launched them this week. It was a Crafters TV world exclusive with some of these designs. We've had them on Create and Craft over the weekend. There are thousands of you have picked them up. These have literally just brought, oh crikey, I'm losing one. They have kind of brought the company to a standstill. They have been that popular. And even though they're not Christmas, they did launch within our Christmas event. So these have just been like off the chart amaze balls. I know a lot of you are just joining us now, so we're a little bit late getting live on Facebook. So what I am going to do is I did do a preview. Sorry for all you YouTubers that have seen from the beginning. I'm just going to move this to one side because I was previewing our Interchangeable Sentiments, right? So let me just get this one die as well that I've dropped on the floor so that I don't lose that when I come to do it. I'll tidy that up in a minute, Joe. Here we go, right? The Interchangeable Sentiments that we've got on, and I'm going to just have to show you those because these have been phenomenally busy. These are them here. Now, Leanne did the launch of these. Oh, when was it? Last Monday. And the idea is, can you see how this one shows you Deck the Halls on the front, but you can interchange out and have 'Tis the Season or Jolly Holiday on there as well. That's because, and it shows you on the back, they all interchange in. So when I take all of these individuals, you see, there's our outer cut, for just as you would a normal creative card. Would work fabulously well on its own like this.
You're going to need to be quick for these, Sarah. Already, since we went live, 20% of our Second Chance Sunday stock has gone.
Just since we've gone live.
On these, just since we've gone live, indeed.
Okay, right. I'll give
you
you
live Mark 2.
Since we're live Mark 2, right. I'm going to give you the really quick whistle stop tour then, okay? So this is the 'Tis the Season. This is the card that I'm going to be showing you in just a few minutes. So can you see the 'Tis the Season is actually connected in here? But if you didn't want this one to read 'Tis the Season, all you would do is, at the point at which you're cutting, you'd swap it out for Jolly Holiday, or you could swap it out for Deck the Halls, and then you could have a card which said Deck the Halls instead. So you've basically got 4 options. So this is your holly one with your circle aperture. You've also got this one here, which is your Christmas tree aperture, and then the choice of either Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, or Season's Greetings. And again, look how awesome these are. It's connected in. This is it's actually connected to the side. The kind of concept and the engineering, how these work, are brilliant. So your second option is the Christmas tree. Comes with all those interchangeable sentiments. Your third option is your Star of Wonder, Peace on Earth, or Joy to the World. And again, if I show you that to the front, these are my favourite. I love creator cards because they're so clever. It's always the fact that you can see right through. So you can cut right through your cards with any of these, or in this one, the whole of the front of the card's being cut. So can you see there just how open they are? Now, of course, you do get your free gift because you're spending over £30 or $30. You're going to get that free gift with this one, Joe. Every purchase will get a free gift, but it is your last chance to get these before we're out of stock for crikey, how knows, a couple of months potentially, because we are down. Well, we're down to the last 80% of the stock that we have available for today. I'm just going to give you a quick little look there. We've got the Believe in the Magic, Winter Wishes on this one, and the third option is Let It Snow. So quick whistle stop too. You've had that whistle stop twice now, but that is what I'm going to be demonstrating first. Now that we've got a full cohort of people watching us, it's been a little bit touch and go there, Joe, hasn't it?
Oh, it was indeed, but we got there in the end. I want to just quickly whiz you through $79.97 there for those interchangeables. I want to just quickly whiz you through as well some of the Enchanted Christmas cardstock, because it is the most beautiful glitter card. Not often we get to see a black glitter as well, but it really is something. I feel like you need to get it home and see it, because it doesn't really quite do it justice on the screen. But what you've also got is the black glitter. That's coming along with the silver glitter as well, which is fantastic. And that is also coming along with here the matte mirror, and the matte mirror is gorgeous. It is in that lovely pop of purple. You've got it in the black, that beautiful azure blue, and that wonderful silver. Very, very classy, wonderful for sort of like those fantasy Christmas themes with all the fairies. You're going to have so much fun putting that together. £15 or $20, half of that has already gone. Now, there was a few items in the earlier show that we had to bring them back. Sarah was like, no, you've got to get this back. We need to do it again in the second show, but you'll need to be quick for it. Well over half the stock of this has gone. It is your second chance, I guess. Well, it is a second chance Sunday, Sarah.
Well, this isn't second chance. This is last. We should have called this Last Chance Sunday, really, shouldn't we? Right, so here's the deal, okay? This is the last of the Christmas stock of our 3D embossing folders. So these were the 3D embossing folders that launched last year. We really should, in an ideal world, we'd be keeping these in stock forever and a day because they are timeless classics. However, we just don't have enough space in the warehouse to keep everything. So basically, these are the last of our designs. We have about 10, 11 designs in total. So what happens is you're going to pay £10 or $10. It's a lucky dip. So for every one of these, your anti-basket, if you pop one in your basket, you'll get 3 of these folders. You pop 2 in your basket, you'll get 6. You pop 3 in your basket, you get 9. Please don't order more than 3 because I haven't got more than 12 different designs. So I can guarantee, as long as you only order 3 of these, you'll get different ones every time. Now, this is what you could be getting, okay? We have some words and some pictures. So for example, look at this beautiful Joy to the World. And if I just show you what these are going to be like, some of these when they're made up, okay? Here is one here. So this Joe's just been embossed with a little bit of our Harmony water reactives in the back there, and then coloured over the Season's Greetings. And each of these, they feel 3D embossed as you're going. You can also be doing these onto acetate. How fabulous. 3D embossing on acetate, it's complete next level, and then that's been finished off on the back with our metallic marker pens as well. They even look really nice, just monochromatic like this. So like I said, there is some word ones, so we've got quite a few word ones. I'll run you through them all in a second. Then we also have some of the beautiful designs. So for example, you can see there the candle lit one. We've also got here the fabulous, let me get this out of your way so you can see it. There we go. You've got that fabulous bauble. There's the bauble done onto vellum. How fabulous does it look onto vellum and coloured from behind? Another one of the word ones there with the peace on earth. The Christmas bells here look amazing. They're nice for decoupage, for matting and layering pieces behind just to make simple cards. If you want to colour them in, they look fabulous coloured as well. Or, you know what it's like when you get to December and you're just trying to do a few simple cards, even just with a bit of gilding wax on, they look lovely. So anyway, there's a few ideas, but I want to show you all the designs that you could be getting. So, one of these in your basket, so one lucky dub, £10, $10 gets you 3. 2 would get you 6. 3 would get you 9 designs. Don't order more than 3. You could be having joy to the world. You could be also getting, look at all these, season's greetings. Now think about this, Joe. If you were, maybe it's a brand new customer ordering for the first time, you would be getting, so if you ordered these, say you're ordering in the US, right? They're $9.95 each, these. So actually it's like buy one, pay 5 cents to get another 2. So you got 3 of them. There would be 9 embossing folders that you'd be paying $30 for. As soon as you hit 30, you're then eligible for that free gift. So your free gift's what, worth another $14.99? So basically, you'd spend $30 and you'd be getting over $100 worth of product. And embossing folders, you know, when it comes to doing quick and easy Christmas cards, embossing folders are pretty much the creme de la creme of what you could do, especially when they're 3D. Now, this was hands down our #1 bestseller from our Cartload show this morning. It is the last chance you will even see our Christmas embossing folders, our Christmas 3D embossing folders. So I know you're thinking, oh, well, I might not be thinking about Christmas cards yet. We're a few weeks out. Trust me, this is the last chance you will even see them, right? Apart from when Joe maybe shows you them later in the show. But after today, I mean, it might be the last chance for them. So, Joe, I'm going to bring you these over here because I have a feeling we're going to be getting updates on these throughout the show.
Oh, absolutely, we will. Over half of those has gone already. You need to be quick for them. The value there is absolutely off the chart. Now, talking of over half the stock gone, you know how hard we worked to restock these tri-blends. It involved literally having the stock from our US warehouse shipped to the UK so we could get these back in stock. However, they've been in stock less than a couple of weeks and already half of that stock has totally sold out and gone. They are so incredibly busy. For $129.58, you'd be amazed, I'd be amazed if you could get 24 pens with 72 colours. However, you get both, which is amazing. So what you're going to get here is you're getting, let me firstly show you, you're going to get the essential blends in here. So they are your first 24 colours. As you can see, each triangle has 3, so there's your 24 pens. Each triangle has 3 colours. And what it does is it gives you the ability to blend seamlessly from one colour into the next. So you're also going to get as well in here your deep blends. They are the 3 colours that you're going to get. If you've not seen our markers before, as well, what you've got is one pen that allows you to use 3 different colours. So you've got the lightest shade right the way through to the darkest shade. You've got your lightest shade, your medium shade there in the middle, and your darkest shade at the end. They are totally revolutionary. If you've been looking for a way to get into colouring, this is definitely it. And the great thing is about it, what you're doing is rather than coming in and buying 6 of these and then buying 12 of these, you know, taking it slow over time, stocking up, this is the whole collection. This is it. It's a complete package for you. $129.58 or $194.12. Platinum members, you're going to save in the UK about an extra £26 off of that. US platinum members, you're going to get about an extra $40 off of that, which is amazing value. Everyone's going to get free shipping and handling and free postage and packaging as well. So maybe today is the day, whilst they're in stock, whilst you can get the complete collection on such a great price. These were so busy in our earlier show today as well. So make sure you grab those while they're on such a great saving. And of course, what you will get as well is you'll get the free gift too. Don't forget about that. The Stitched Edge Heart nesting dies will be in your basket when you spend over £30 or $30, of course, which you are doing right here with these markers. Right, even more to share with us. Sarah, what have you got next?
Yes, well, a little bit later on in the show, I'm going to be doing a foil mini masterclass with the last of what we have of all of our Christmas foil stuff. So what I'll do is I'll try and show you a picture of what we've got in the kit and then a few samples. So for example, we've got the beautiful words. So can you say, oh, those are the background, should we start with the background foil element, seeing as you've got the details on your screen? Let's have a look. I've got these I can show you in real life. It makes more, there you go. So £20 or $27, and you're going to choose from either the Snowflake background, which is your first one there, your Festive Words, or the Bauble background. Now, just to show you a few of these and how they're going to be looking, okay? This one here is your Snowflake with the silver onto a bit of vellum. Onto a bit of vellum. And this is actually your Baubles onto just a piece of regular card here. What about your foiled background and if you wanted to do it onto glitter card? Now, obviously you have that glitter card at your side, Joe. You could be foiling. Imagine that black one with gold
Pink foil.
onto it. Oh,
gold foil on black glitter card.
Talk about expensive. And mirror card. These also foil beautifully well onto mirror card, okay? So those are your three backgrounds to choose from. I will warn you, this is the last of the stock. So if you've been looking at these for a while, this is literally your last chance to get these, okay? Talking about last chances, look at this next bundle here. It's a 35% saving. It is basically everything you need word-wise. These are my favourite Christmas words that we did. So for example, you see that lovely big joy one at the top? That is hands down my favourite Christmas foil die that we do. Foil die, foil stamp, we call them foil stamps. Have a little look here at what it looks like. Now this is using it, there's that joy. That is using it with that snowflake one in the background. How fabulous is that? And then how amazing does this joy to you this Christmas season, and it's like the snowfall on there. You can go for these individually, but go for the full bundle and you get a 35% saving. We also have Believe in here. It's a big collection. There's eight different ones. This is it in the like an interference, so it's like a really, really subtle one. The jingle bells in there. I love this when it's done in two different colours. I just think it looks really great. The font is really modern and trendy, isn't it? Then you've got a lot of really standard words like things like celebrate the season, things like your Christmas wishes. Now, if you're like me and you like doing, oh, isn't that lovely? Like with the sparklings, which we've got on the show, by the way, and you like doing like the sparklings and dropping the, the salt crystals onto them. Any of those techniques, imagine doing them onto watercolour card and then foiling. Or imagine doing like this sort of technique here. If you like doing the background ones, oh, there's your sparkle links on there. These were so busy this morning. You want to do any of these backgrounds and foil over them, they're going to foil onto them, an absolute treat. And remember, if you've got that interference colour foil as well, there's your interference foil and you can ink over top of the interference foil. So that is your sentiments. We've also got some borders. Should I see if I can show you the some of the other full screen pictures of some of the others that we've got. So I'll follow you. You show us what else you've got. Let's have a look here. We've got the bells, the snowflake, and that gorgeous Bethlehem scene, okay? These are just beautiful. And again, when you look at these up close, they really are. It's that Bethlehem scene that I love. So here's the individual ones. There's your snowflake. I'll let you have a little look at mine here. So you've got the snowflake. Oh, I love our little big bauble there, Joe. Snowflake, there's that Bethlehem scene. You can see they're a good size, a really good size. And then there's your bells. And I'm going to be quite reserved here. So here's your Bethlehem scene. I'm just going to choose one of each. There's your jingle bells, £18 and $18 or 20. So £18 and 18 cents or 23. I know that says pounds at the bottom, but trust me, it's dollars as well. There's another one of those with your jingle bells on. This, I remember doing this card. Oh, I love this one here. There it is. Woo! You're in, you're out, we're all good. It's like the hokey cokey today, isn't it? Right, there is that one. I just thought this was super simple with that Bethlehem scene, but onto the front of a stepper card here. So there you go. So that's the triple set of those. We've also got some borders on that I'm going to be looking at a little bit later. I'll be doing a full foil demonstration a little bit later on the show, because remember, this is a 3-hour special to kind of wrap up our Christmas. So we'll be doing a full foil masterclass, easy for me to say, a little bit later in the show, but I'll put them to one side for now. But I wanted you to know so that those of you who are shopping ahead can see exactly what we've got.
Loads of you with us now watching live. Susan's asking, can you use the foil stamp dies without the foil? Not really. No. Loads of you tuning in and saying hello from all over the place. I see Barbie's here, Tammy Tracy, Christine is saying hello again. Sandy's saying, I bet Joe gave out all the best gossip in the first 10 minutes of the show when we couldn't watch. Well, actually, do you know, I did. I gave all this. No, I didn't really. You missed absolutely nothing. Don't you worry. But usually, that's what I tell people usually when we lose this. Hello, Robin. Everyone is here. I can see hundreds and hundreds of you watching and shopping along. Now, we get so many new viewers every single day here at Crafters TV. If you are joining us for the first time, hello and welcome. What you might not be so familiar with is Club Inspire. Let's just take a moment to go through all the details with Sara.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year, plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now, on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money-saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the crafty makes. We'll send you a completely free quarterly Digimag direct into your inbox, giving you lots of hints, tips, inspiration, additional offers and some sneaky behind-the-scenes gossip from the team. So what are you waiting for? Become a member of our club today.
They're all, of course, the details of Club Inspire. If you're new, it's definitely the place to go. Susan says she's trying to be good, but the hubby is watching with her this morning. Go in the next room. Get off the telly, Susan, and get onto your iPad as well. Kathy is asking as well. A lot of people asking about the stamp that the Shih Tzu is on that Leanne was colouring yesterday. I know it was recently on HSN, but I'm going to see if Sara in a moment can spread some more light. Before we do that, I want to introduce the illustrators because it is the complete collection with the storage that we're going to be looking at. You can go back to Friday's show and see a whole presentation of this if you want to. You've got some 6-piece collections in here. So within here, what you've got is colour-wise, you've got the 6-piece basic, hues, tints, portrait, earth, tones, essentials and neutrals. They should all be $12.99 each or $22.95. You've then got some 12 pieces, which are the figures, the landscape and the seascape. They would ordinarily be $24.99 or $44.95. And then we're going to throw in as well some storage trays for you. So you've got 2 sets of the storage trays in here. You've also got the cardstock in there. You've got a stamp and you've got the correct ink pad that you need. Now in the UK, this should be $257.83. This deal takes it down to £180. In the US, it should be $433. However, this deal takes it down to $300, saving you 30%. Club members, if you are a platinum member in the UK, you'll save an extra £36. If you're a club member in the US, you'll save an extra £60 if you're a platinum member. So really, really great value. Everyone gets free shipping and handling and free postage and packaging. Everyone is also going to get that free gift as well. So actually, it's actually a bit better deal than Friday. But well, you got a different gift on Friday. But today's gift is absolutely sensational. Now, Sara, I know we bring a lot of alcohol markers. Where do these ones sit in the sort of grand scheme of everything Spectrum Noir?
They are the creme de la creme of our markers. So basically, if you're coming on the journey with us, you build up, and the Illustrator is the top end of what we do. Okay. So if you look at the Illustrators, can you see they have this fabulous brush nib on them? And the brush nib, if you let me, I'll just get a normal piece of regular cardstock instead of the one that I'm going to do my demonstration on. Can you see the brush nib? It's very, very flexible, but it's so that you can do this flicking effect. Or if you want to blend, it's very, very pliable for you to be able to blend with. But you'll see me doing loads of work with flicking up and building up colour like this, okay? And I'm going to show you that when we get into the demonstration. Before I get into the demonstration on the Illustrators, I've obviously got to have something to stamp. So I'm going to show you a little bit more about how those character over the edge work. Let's do something over the edge. So in case you missed it right at the beginning of the show, I got one of these out and I said in every one you get the actual stamp set itself. So here's the stamp set, and then 3 dies. Now one of the dies, if you look, cut perfectly down the left hand side of the mouse, one would cut over the top and one would cut down the right hand side. I'm going to stamp and start colouring this, and then I'll get Joe to walk you through all the designs that are in the collection once we get going, okay? Now that stamp, I'm going to take it, I'm going to pop it onto one of our rocker blocks here. Nice clear rocker block so you can see what I'm doing. And I'm going to take it. Now here's what I've done, look. I've done a piece of card and I've just cut my base card here, and then the secondary piece of card, which is just a little bit bigger so that I can do a little board front on the front of my card with the mouse sticking up. So here's my base. Here is my little mouse, and then if I just take the ink pad here and I'm going to stamp this, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take this here. There we go. There's our little mouse, and then because with this one we're going to cut over the top, let me show you here, this one here comes over the top. So can you see that lines up beautifully well? There's these little, there we go. You can see it's going to line up. Now I like to line it up, you see, over his tail. It's where it's easiest for you to see. So if you pop this over his tail, hold that in place and stick it down. Joe, I've got stuff everywhere. I think this is like the worst I've been in terms of having samples everywhere. But it's because we've got so much on the show. This is literally the last chance to pick up everything we had in our Christmas event. I know these aren't Christmassy, but they launched within our Christmas event, so it seemed only right to kind of include them in the big wrap-up show. So what this does here,
I need to say hello to Terry Bufferini Kavanagh, who says, please say hello to me so I know I'm in the right spot.
oh,
You're in the right spot.
You're definitely in the right spot.
Don't you worry about it. You're in the right place, Terry.
Nice to have your company, Terry. Right, can you see this? So I've got my little mouse here, and what we do is we cut all the way up to here, and then we're going to cut all the way up to this one here, and then our little mouse is cut out. So there's our little mouse, and then what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to start and colour my little mouse in with the Illustrators. Now I will tell you, I already had one. That one was not onto Nina cardstock. So I've got my one that I had done onto Nina cardstock exactly the same. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you that little flicking technique, Joe. We'll have to get really, really up close on the little mouse for you to see. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick out some lovely grey colours. So we can have the brown greys, we can have the ice greys, we can have whatever we want. I'm going to pick the brown greys. I've got 1, 2 and 3 here, so we've got 3 different shades. We've also got the blue greys in here. Oh, we've got loads to choose from. Brown grey. Oh, and there's a brown grey 6 if we want to go really dark. So I'll go 6, 4, and then maybe it's 2 or 1. So watch what we're going to do. Remember what I showed you? Very lovely and close here. Remember how I showed you that flicking technique? You're always going to flick downwards like this, and then we're going to start, well, flick upwards, sorry. And then can you see, oh, that's the fine end. And I'm going to go, there's our next one, next colour. And then with our lightest one, oh, I keep pulling the lightest one in. And then there's our lightest one in there as well, all right? So BGR 1, these are BG. BG 2, 4 and 6. And that's my brown grey, so that's BGR. So here's my little mouse, Joe. I'm going to turn him round, and I'm going to start with the very, very lightest one first. So can you see him? Just start with that lightest one. and I'm just flicking into, so we're getting some like mouse fur here. So flicking into his mouse fur. Oh, I can tell you've gone quiet, Joe. You're paying attention, aren't you?
I really am. I just wanted to let people know, Sarah, few people saying that they can't find a couple of items on the website. On this show, there are 107 deals for you. I know, it is colossal jam-packed. So what I would say is some people were saying couldn't find the embossing folders. The embossing folders are on the 3rd page. All the stuff from this morning is on the 3rd page. So you'll need to just make sure you go all the way down to the bottom and you'll find the embossing folder collection on there. Sarah is about to go into a colouring coma. I can sense it.
Yep. What do you mean about to? I'm there, Joe, I'm there.
Fully in it, fully invested. I just wanted to recap exactly what you're getting with your illustrators, don't forget. So you're going to get the basics, the hues, the tints, the portraits, the earths, the tones, the essentials, the neutrals, and then you're getting your 12 pieces, which are your sketching, your figure, your landscape, and your seascape. Now, it is a total of 90 markers, which is really super comprehensive. It is a massive bundle. You've got the brush nibs on there, you've got the fine nibs on there as well, and these work beautifully as well with our classics. They work wonderfully in conjunction with your tri-blend markers as well, because they just add so much texture, which is amazing. Don't forget as well, it's still in stock, and everyone that goes for this is certainly going to get the free gift as well. I know that over 60% of it had gone. I did see a comment a minute ago and someone said, well, I bought some stuff on Thursday evening and I didn't get a free gift. It's because the gift on Thursday sold out at the start of our second show. So we do only have a finite amount of the stock of the free gift. When it's gone, it's gone. And remember, this is the last day to get your hands on that free gift. It's not the end of Christmas, it's the end of the start of Christmas. There's of course going to be so many more Christmas launches coming your way. There's another brand new launch right here on Crafters TV tomorrow, actually. You'll need to join myself and Leanne for that at 11 a.m. tomorrow. It's a very, very exciting show coming your way, which is fantastic. Now, with the over the edge that Sarah is colouring in here, these were brand new. There's 3 brand new ones. I know a lot of you have got these and you already own them. However, we launched 3 brand new ones. So if you got them on HSN, you bought the whole collection there, you want to get the exclusive ones. There's 3 brand new ones available for you. These are the details right there on your screen. It's the Hello Beautiful, which is the floral with the butterflies. It is also the Magical Wishes and the Sparkle collection. They are the 3 new ones. So if you want to complete your collection, they're right there. Maybe if you only wanted a few of these, you wanted to sort of pick and choose and cherry pick, absolutely you can. They're all on a multi-buy. So you can get 2 for £20 or $30, or they're $11.99 or $16.95 each, depending on, of course, where you are shopping. Of course, you can use your Club Inspire discount on all of the products that we bring you here on Crafters TV. It's been amazing, this festive event that we've had the last couple of weeks. We've been so incredibly busy, and more of you tuning in and watching us for the first time, which is amazing. Your mouse is looking pretty fabulous there. What colour have you moved on to here, Sarah?
Well, what I decided to do, Joe, was I did a little bit of flicking on his face, but then I just wanted you to see how you could just use them as regular pens, like you would do our normal colouring pens, but just use the brush nib instead. And the brush nib is so delightful to work. I mean, look at this.
Covers quite a lot of area, doesn't it?
It's so comfortable to colour with. It's one of them things, Joe, I would say, if you are fairly new to colouring, and you've been new to colouring and you've been having a whale of a time with like our tri-blends, for example, what you can do is you can progress on to that next level by using the brush nibs here. Oh, I should really have a piece of card behind here, Joe, and it would move a little bit easier. You can progress on using the brush nibs. So this is where I would then start and come in with that lovely flicking technique. And you can go and watch Leanne's whole, so look at this, just flicking down. You can go and watch Leanne's whole masterclass using these. It was only on Friday, so it'll still be well, I say current. They're always all on there for you to watch. But it's brilliant for you to be able to just go and find it quite easily there.
Absolutely. There's 216 of these markers in the collection as well, but this is the sort of 90 core ones that you're going to need. As Sarah said, there is a full 2-hour Colour Me Happy show available over on Crafter TV. There's actually 2 full 2-hour shows available for you. So that's 4 hours of inspiration. As soon as you get these home, you get them out of the box. They are extremely busy. Since Sarah started demonstrating these, so many of you have jumped across to the web and placed your order. Remember, silver members, you get another £18 off of this. Platinum members, you'd get another £36. Silver members, you'd save an extra $30 in the US. You'd save an extra $60 if you were platinum. Free shipping and handling, free postage and packaging, and you're going to get that free gift as well. So loads of reasons to grab these today. And of course, you've got that great saving too, because the saving on these is pretty amazing. In the US, they were $433, so you're saving $133 there. In the UK, it should be £257, down to £180, 30% saving. Remember, you're going to get the pens in here. You're also going to get all the storage you need. You're going to get the ink pad, and you're going to get the stamp and the cardstock too. So it really is everything you need out of the box to make sure you are able to create something fabulous. Now, this is Second Chance Sunday, remember. It is a super duper Second Chance Sunday Crescendo Christmas special is what you're watching. 3 hours with myself and Sarah. If there's anything you would love to see again on a Second Chance Sunday, something you've missed in recent weeks, you can absolutely email us and let us know. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk is where you need to send your suggestions into. Pop Second Chance Sunday in the subject line, and whatever you would like to see brought back. Obviously, we're not miracle workers. It's not in stock. We can't bring it back, but we will do our very best to get whatever it is that you are after back in stock. I have a funny feeling we're going to get a lot of requests for that Shih Tzu stamp. You know, that's going to be the one that people want to see, Sarah. Off the top of your head, do you remember when we last sold that Shih Tzu stamp?
I think that is yet to launch here in the
Do
UK.
you?
Know? Yep.
Oh.
So I think you are waiting for us to have those available. From off the top of my head, if I remember rightly, what Leanne told me. So yes, we launched them. They kind of launched early on HSN, but Leanne's kind of saved them so that they could have their own launch here, so that they didn't just get launched on the. They didn't just get lost on the Illustrator pen launch.
Fabulous. Carolyn's saying today's Father's Day in the US. When is Father's Day in the UK? It's today. It is Father's Day, so happy Father's Day to all the fathers out there. Because Mother's Day is different, isn't it, Sarah?
It is. It's different. Yeah, it's different in the UK to what it is in the US. We need to get the dad jokes in, Joe.
We do.
Yeah.
I don't know if I've got any. You know, I've got any dad jokes.
I haven't got any dad jokes. I'm just not good at jokes in general, am I not?
No, me neither.
No.
My dad's quite good at dad jokes, ironically. Let us know in the comments, got any good dad jokes? We would love to. Do you understand the concept of a dad joke in the States? I'm not sure. Is it called the same thing? You know, like a really naff, cheesy joke? Is that what you call it in the US?
Something only your dad would get away with saying.
I know, that's what it is here in the UK. Details are on your screen there for the illustrators. £180, $300, getting very, very busy on those. If you want to connect with us on social media, then you can do. Crafters Companion, as you can see, on Facebook. Also, you can find us, Crafters TV, on Instagram as well. We love it when you share your makes with us. That looks beautiful.
Doesn't it just? And do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to come in with one of these nice greens. Now, I've been focusing entirely on that gorgeous brush nib. What I haven't been even showing you, which is ridiculous of me, is the fine nib. So the ultra fine nib is wonderful for things like this. Can you see how easy they are to work with? I love these pens for the detail colouring and like this. So there's my detail colouring here. Same if I want to go and do the little mouse. Should we give him a little pink tail, the little one here? Yeah, let's go and give him a gorgeous little tail here. So there's our little mousy guy, Joe. I know I haven't finished colouring all of this, but do you want me to show you how we would kind of make this into the card now? Yep.
Yes, please.
Right, so if you look, that is just ever so slightly wider than what our card was. So all you're going to do is get your tape pen, and we're going to go with a tape pen on the back of these two parts here. And then the tape pen is literally going to stick. Let's have a look. We're going to have point at the top. So we're going to put it at the bottom. And then we're going to have a little bit of a bow on the front. I do a lot of these bow fronted cards. I think they look really nice and professional. And stick it back down on the base there. And then can you see? You can see from the top how it's got that lovely bow. And when you look at it from the front, it kind of gives you a little bit of a bit from behind. There you go. Now, I know it looks a little bit boring. Let's have a look at the one that I had
We've
ready.
got some good ones coming in, Sarah.
Oh, dear.
Here's a dad joke for you from Susan. I called the doctor. My wife is going into labour. What should I do? The doctor asked, is this her first child? He replied, no, this is her husband. That's a good one.
That's a good one. That's a good one. Right, there's that bow-fronted one. So that's kind of a little bit of showing you. But what I really wanted to get across was how fabulous those illustrators were to work with the brush nib. Now, you know I am a huge tri-blend convert. I find them the easiest to work with. However, once you are progressing the next level, it's nice to have a little bit. Now, we've got two options, right? There is a complete collection, but we also have a starter kit. So if I show you the starter kit, now the starter kit just has 36 pens. Here's the thing. The colours in the tri-blends and the classics and the all of our alcohol blends are the same. So, for example, if you go for this set here, basically you buy your 36 piece of pens, you get the storage, the Nina cardstock, the ink pad, the stamp, all that comes for free. But you get 36 of the most popular colours that you want to then add in. So you can use these on top of all of your other tri-blends, your classics, whatever it is you want. So that is your starter pack. Or those of you who have just totally got the colouring bug recently, like me, you've just been colouring forever and a day and you've just decided, you know what, I'm going to treat myself, I'm totally going for the whole collection. This is your complete collection of all of the illustrator packs that we do. So it's good to get everything in there. I know it doesn't have that 36 piece pack, but that's because all of those are included within here. That is the one that really, that's the deal that Leanne had on that I know a lot of you maybe missed out on Friday's show. That's the deal she had. You can order it now while it's live back on the show. Go back and watch her tri-blend show from Friday if you want a little bit more inspiration.
If you want to go for that largest collection as well, £180, $300, an incredible saving for you. 20%, a fifth of the stock is sold out and gone. Pamela has come in, Pam Craven in Berkshire. She's a font of all knowledge, she really is. She's on it. She says, Joe, Mothering Sunday and Mother's Day are different. Apparently, we celebrate Mothering Sunday, which is traditionally the one day in the year when servants were allowed to go home and visit their mothers. That's why we celebrate it on that day. There you are.
Yeah.
Every day's a school day here at Crafters TV, I assure you. Right, we're going to move on. Very busy on that collection. The value there is amazing. Let's talk interchangeable creator cards. These, when we launched these, myself and Leanne, they blew my tiny mind. They really did. Because I just couldn't get over the value, right? Because they're $79.97, which is amazing. We bring you our creator cards for about, what? $19.99 is what you pay for a creator card of this size. However, when you think about it, really, you're getting 3 creator cards because that central sentiment is interchangeable. So it's like, in my head, I'm getting 3 massive creator card dies for the price of 1. That means if you want to coordinate your cards, but you don't want them matching, you want to create a theme of cards, these are the perfect die to allow you to do that. So in here, you've got the star frame, and that's got Star of Wonder, Peace on Earth, and Joy to the World. The next one here that you've got is the interchangeable holly frame, and with that you've got Deck the Halls, Tis of the Season, and Jolly Holidays. This one is your snowflake frame. This was very busy individually when we launched them, and this one contains Let It Snow, Winter Wishes, and Believe in the Magic. And then finally you've got your Christmas tree frame, and in here you've got Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, and also Season's Greetings. A quarter of the bundle that's on your screen at the moment has sold out and gone. 20% saving right there, right now on that. And the great things about this, they're all available individually if you want to grab them like that. $24.99 each, or 2 for $42.50 or $55. Buy 2 of these, that would get you that free gift, which is fantastic. And the great thing is you can either cut these and then place them over a matte layer to create a card topper, or what you can do is cut these into the card front itself to create an aperture. So loads of different ways of using them, however you want to use them, with whichever sentiment you want to use these. But these were launched just this week and they were so incredibly busy. We are very incredibly busy across everything in this show. There's so much on this show, as we said, 107 items. There'll be so many things we don't even get to show you in the 3 hours. It's definitely worth getting across to the website, clicking the shop the show and getting ahead and making sure you get the free gift. A lot of the free gift has gone, I know it's over 60. How much? 2/3 of the stock of the free gift is gone. Will it last the whole 3 hours? Who knows? It remains to be seen. Keep getting your dad jokes in. They are making me chuckle on Facebook. You could email them to us if you wanted to. studio@craftscompanion.co.uk. Right, I'm going to hand you back to Sara because is this the first time you'll have got the opportunity to demonstrate these, Sara?
First chance I've had a chance to do them on Crafters TV. Would you believe it? I got everything ready for the show and then Leanne sails in. I'll do that show for you, Sara. You have a day off that Monday. I'll do that show. I thought, the cheeky little one, I couldn't believe it. So yes, I'm really excited to be showing these with you. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to run you through again exactly that concept. So as Joe said, it's that interchangeableness now. It's when you see them on a card here. So for example, right, this is, let's have a look, this one here. This is my favourite style of create a card to do because it's so quick and easy, okay? So all you do is it's a basic card folded in half and you can see a create a card doesn't have outside cutting edges. So it cuts in like a cookie cutter. So you're going to cut that in and then you can switch in, you can have the Star of Wonder. But then you could be doing exactly the same one, but switching out and having Peace on Earth. So there is that piece. Oh, I just love how they're so clever cut in there, Joe. But it's the same base, but you can just change the sentiment however you want. Or on this one, you've also got Joy to the World. So you could also be doing Joy to the World, and then this one's actually done as a, let's have a look at this. Look at this. So you've got this as a twisted easel. Now, that is the three options on the star. And bear in mind, if you just want to go for the star, you are more than welcome to go for just the star. However, when you see the concept, you'll understand why it was the big bundle that was busy. This one here is your Christmas tree, right? How super clever is that Christmas tree? I'm going to kind of hold it in front so you can just see the Happy Holidays. I love that one. Now, with this one, you either have Happy Holidays or Merry Christmas, so you can see the Merry Christmas there done onto the front of a stepper card here, or we've got on this one, switch it out for Season's Greetings. So all three of those, all exactly the same concept. That's the same concept as I showed you where you cut into the front, but we've got it saying Season's Greetings here. Really, really super simple. So that's the Christmas tree option. That's the second one. So you've got the star, the Christmas tree, the snowflake, which I believe might have been the most popular at the time. Now look at this, believe in the magic is the first sentiment. So because they're called interchangeable sentiments, because that one snowflake has believe in the magic, winter wishes, or let it snow. All three of the sentiments coming in with the same one, but every creator card you do, and I've done loads of shows with creator cards, you could make every creator card that we've done and just change out that sentiment every time. And then the one that I'm going to do, in fact, should I just get on and show you it here, right? So this is it here. So can you see, 'tis the season, but you could actually switch and put 'tis the season, deck the halls, or jolly holiday. I think that's lovely, jolly holiday, right? So let me just show you how they work, right? As you pop them all out of the packaging here, you've got an outside cutting one, if you want to cut it out completely. You've got the interior cut in, and then you've got the three different interchangeable sentiments. Now, what you probably won't be able to see here, if I hold one of these ones up to the camera, oh, there we go, maybe it's a little bit down so it can focus. Can you see there around the T, it stays connected? And around the S here, it's going to stay connected in the edge. Same around here, that's how it all works. It stays connected in your card. So for example, I'll use that one, 'tis the season, right? What we're going to do is I'm going to go nice and straightforward. I'm going to use this the opposite way to which I usually use dies. I'm going to use the magnetic sheet for it. So can you see, I'm not going to use the outer. I'm going to take the design here and I'm going to pop the 'tis the season in the middle so we can see exactly where that's going to cut. And then you take your just a little piece of cardstock, pop the cardstock over the front, hold it in place with a little bit of tape, and then I can send that through the machine and we can give it a nice detailed cut, Joe.
So does a magnetic sheet, and does that hold your die steady and in place?
So that, and which is the way that the instruction book, i.e. Leanne, recommends that you do it. I just realised you can't see here. That's the way that Leanne recommends it. The only reason I don't do that is you can't see what I'm doing. So right, I generally cut it the other way just so that the camera can see. Now if I lift this off, you just come off there a little bit, right? Lift these off. I don't even need to emboss it, and it's cut that beautifully. You can see there how that stays connected here. Isn't that just the cleverest thing
I
in the
can't
world?
get my head
ever?
around how it keeps that bit connected when
Yeah, it took us
the
ages.
middle bit is loose.
Yeah, it took us ages to work it out.
Yeah,
Don't
I
even-
can't, my brain doesn't work it out.
Which would probably explain, I'm going to colour this in so that you can see a little bit better, which would probably explain why other companies haven't done them. Because we literally have been working on getting this nailed. I asked for this 2 Christmases ago. Is it possible to do this where we could buy one creator card but switch out the sentiment? And everyone was like, well, no, because it needs to stay connected, Sarah. That's the whole point of a creator card. And I was like, well, surely there must be a way. No, it's not possible. It's not possible. Well, it turns out it is possible. And they've now worked out how to do it. So all we need to know is everything's kind of taken care of for us. Everything's been thought through. It's going to look fantastic.
Can we use, Sarah, the middle, the frame without the sentiment? Can we also use the sentiments on their own without the frame?
Yes, absolutely. So you could cut these into something else. You can cut them into whatever you want. They would just make nice apertures in maybe your box lids and things like that. And obviously you'd have the sentiment and then you'd just have to cut away the rest of the circle for it.
Fantastic.
Which I know you've all got loads of circle dies and whatnot, would work an absolute treat. Now look at that. I've used one of the Illustrator pens just in the brown to give that a nice kind of cut around there. Yep, so just giving a nice bit of colour. And then also you want to colour these in with some of your other colours. So if you'll have a look here, here's the one that I've done. I've coloured that one in, given it a couple of layers, and then I've coloured these, and I actually use my metallic pens for these, so you get a bit of a metallic finish on them.
Love
that there, but I could have done exactly the same with Jolly Holiday and Deck the Halls. Or what a lot of these look really nice with, Joe. If you look on the front of the packaging, can you see you would just cut that Deck the Halls again in like a in a lovely gold shade and then lay it over the front. I'm hoping I might get a chance to come back to this a couple of times in the show because these are so, honestly, they are such a great concept. And if you go back and watch that, go back and watch the show that Leanne did with them, honestly, she did some amazing cards and it was fabulous just to see. And hundreds and hundreds of you have picked these up and I'm very, very excited to see what you guys make with them as well. So actually, if there's anyone watching who's made some cards, had theirs delivered, made some cards already, we would love to see your cards and feature them on the show. So look at that, I cut that one out and I've stuck it into a little bit of the black just so that we've got that shape. Now I could have cut it straight into the front of the black if I wanted, but I quite liked having that second colour in there. And then all I'm going to do is, I've got a little piece of gold to go inside and I'm just going to make that whole card up, Joe.
Oh, absolutely beautiful. And I guess the great thing is about these, what I love about these, Sarah, is that you could, I know we talk, I do feel like a bit of a broken record about it, but I think it's Christmas that makes me talk about it. Really lovely when you can create a load of cards that are not matching but are of a theme. You know, so you can give one friend a card and another friend a card. Same colour scene, same colourway, would be actually the same design, but then just the sentiment's a bit different.
Change
so you
out
don't want to give
sentiment.
someone the same card, but when you go into a room and you know exactly who the card came from, it's always a pretty good way to go, isn't it?
Well, do you know what would kind of take that on another level, Joe? Those of you who sell your cards.
Yes.
And you only have to come up with the one design and you could do a pack of like half a dozen cards, all the same card over and over, but with an interchange sentiment in the inside.
Course.
How professional would that look? Because I tell you what, none of your competitors would be selling ones like that, would they not?
No, and also if you do make to sell, because obviously making Christmas cards, I've got a few friends of mine that are crafters and they don't really make cards to sell very much through the year, Sarah, but they always do like a card evening, you know, in the middle of November, and they make a load of cards. Yes, because it's, you know, selling them, but also a bit of a social thing as well. If you ever do want to make anything to sell from our products, and you know, these are dyes especially, do we have to be worried about anything? Is there any sort of rules around it?
No, not at all. We have a full what's called angel policy. So we know that a lot of the crafters that we supply do this professionally as a job. So we know that with a lot of you, we have to be able to sell what you make, you have to be able to sell what you make. So we just have a policy whereby we only design product, we only use designs that we own the copyright on so that you're always able to do that.
Fantastic. That looks beautiful. And what I love about that looks wonderful, but in craft card and red, I'd bet that'd look completely different.
Fabulous. And do you know what I forgot to do, which I did on the sample that we pre-prepared? This one here, I actually used a little bit of ribbon, and the ribbon threads through around here. So can you see on this one
nice.
here, the ribbon has been threaded through there. How incredible does that look? all the way
wow.
around there. It just really stands out and frames that, doesn't it? So definitely, that is the, there are so many like really clever things that you could be doing with these. And again, go back and watch the whole 2-hour masterclass on them. I'll hopefully get back to them again later in the show, but they're definitely a design, one of the designs not to miss out on, that we've been lucky to bring them back for Second Chance Sunday.
Yes, absolutely. Very, very busy on these. Sorry, just to recap exactly what you're getting included there. So you're going to get the star frame, which has Star of Wonder. It also has Peace on Earth, and you've got Joy to the World there. We've then also got this one here, which is the Holly frame. You've got the Deck the Halls, 'Tis the Season, and Jolly Holidays. We've also got here Let It Snow, Winter Wishes, and Believe in the Magic as part of the Snowflake frame. And you've got then this one, which is your Christmas tree. You've got Happy Holidays, Merry Christmas, and Season's Greetings there as well. $79.97 to get all of them. And I know they're 4 dies, but in my mind, they're kind of like you're getting, what? 12 dies, because you've got the ability to interchange that central sentiment, which is really, really revolutionary, really. Now, let's move on, because we're going to go on to our over the edge dies. Now, I'll quickly show you, there's 2 different ways of getting these. I know a lot of you will have got them on HSN already, and we'll be going for the expansion pack. These are the 3 brand new ones that you've got just here. So this one here is Hello Beautiful. You've got Magical Wishes, which is that unicorn. And also you've got there May Your Day Sparkle. Now, they are available individually for £30 or $40 if you want to get those ones. However, they are, of course, in the main bundle as well. This is what you're going to get here. So this one, for instance, this is Have a Nice Day. So what you're able to do is cut it in so it pops out over the left side. You can do it so it pops out over the right side, or you can have it popping over the top. You can actually, as well, cut it almost all the way out if you want to, and have it like it's popping out completely. It's totally up to you. So that's the mice. The mice individually was the busiest when we launched these the other day. Here you've got your pups. Now these 2 look like they're going to get in a spot of bother, don't they? They look absolutely gorgeous. Look how adorable they are. What I love about these as well, we're not just giving you that concept element, we're also giving you as well the ability to fully create a card. Because can you see you've got all your sentiments in there? So sorry you're feeling woof. You're my best friend. You've got your embellishments in there. Yappy birthday. It really is taken care of for you. I love the little bear too, with his birthday cake and his balloons. Isn't he adorable? He could be a cute little brown bear. He could be any kind of bear you want, because you're going to colour him in using all of your colouring mediums if you wish to. Love these 2 as well. Just beautiful. The 2 birds there in the watering can. And finally, you've got the 2 pussycats there too. You've got feline friends. Now you get all of them when you get the big bundle. For £63, you're getting 8 Stamp and Die collections that are going to allow you to create these really amazing, unforgettable cards. People are going to adore these. And again, another one that if you want to do it fairly quickly, there's the details for the whole collection. If you did just want to go for the 3, these 3 are available individually for you as well. £30 or $40. And these are the ones that were not launched on HSN. So if you're in the US, you won't have these. And also, just to let you know, there is no plans to release these on HSN, and they are not on auto ship. So if you want them, today is the day to definitely get your hands on them, is what I would say. Very, very busy there on those. Right, the embossing folders. Let me bring these out, because 60% of these has gone, and it is a lucky dip. So I've got all of these different embossing folders. All of your festive ones are in here. There is absolutely loads to choose from. What happens is, how this works is you place 1 order for £10 or $10. We send you 3. It'll be a lucky dip of 3. Order that item twice, we'll send you 6. Order it 3 times, we'll send you 9. You can order up to 3 per customer, and we will guarantee that you do not get any duplicates in there, which is great. Let me give you an idea of some of the things you're going to be able to make with these, which is more exciting. But you can see here this beautiful tree. Maybe a touch of gilding wax on there would work beautifully. Something like this, where you've added your colours to there, coloured them in with a brush. Maybe think about fussy cutting the embossed imagery and raising that up. You could heat emboss with these if you want to. You could do your letterpress techniques. You could ink with them. It is completely up to you. They make amazing backgrounds as well. There's lots you can do. I love this one here. I must share this one with you. Someone has actually embossed and then coloured onto acetate. You've got a little bit of something for everyone. They make great backgrounds, they make great focal points, but individually they should be $9.95 in the US. You buy one for $10 in the US, we give you 2 more for 5 cents. If you went for $30 worth, you'd have nearly $90 worth of embossing folders. I can't guarantee that we'll be able to bring these back to you as well. I'm pretty sure this is it once these have gone. So definitely get them now whilst they're on this incredible deal. £10 or $10. Right, double-sided edgeables. Very, very busy on these. You can go for them as part of a whole collection if you want to. That is, as always here at Crafters TV, the best way to get the best value from whatever it is that you are buying. You've also got as well the individuals too. Now they are absolutely gorgeous. There's loads in there. You've got those builder scenes in there. You've got the snow. You've got the snow flurry there. You've also got string of lights, trio of trees, the 2 builder scenes, which are the Bethlehem and the sleigh one there, and you've got the Christmas ornaments too. If you want to go for them individually, $12.99 or I think it's $16.99 in the US, but again in the bundle you're getting absolutely all of them. So this one here is the snow flurry that you can see. This one is a Christmas lights. I really love this because you've got the ability, you can piece that back together. You could use glitter card, you could use a stained glass window technique. There's so much you can do. We've got this one here with the ornaments, which is just lovely. In the ivory is exceptionally classy, isn't it? Really love that. Now, one of these did sell out and we've had to get it restocked already. I know we only launched these the other day. It was this one here, the trio of trees. It is now back in stock, so it means that you can once again grab that whole collection. Then we've got like a double-sided builder scene. Now the thing is with these, they are double-sided die. You will need your double-sided die plates. They're available on the web right now. I know they are both in stock, but this allows you to do a builder scene. You're doing the foreground and the background all in one go, which is fantastic. And again, exactly the same with this one just here. £65 or $65 gets these winging their way to you. I know Sara's really keen to share these with us. Let me just check we haven't had any more hysterical dad jokes in the last few minutes. We would love more hysterical dad jokes. If you want to get them into us, then absolutely please do. Susan's saying that she loves the idea of using the sentiments, the interchangeable sentiments as a shaker card. Really fantastic. They would make great coasters as well to give as gifts. What a lovely way of using them. Right, I'm going to hand you over to Sara because I know she's got loads she wants to share with you.
Yes, I definitely have these. So these double-sided dies. I will warn you, I did the show with these. I did the masterclass. You can go watch the whole thing where I go through each one of all 6 designs and explain to you how it works and give you a card idea with it. But just to show you the difference between, well, I say the difference, there's kind of like 2 techniques here. So this one here, for example, the trees, I'll just warn you now, has been hands down the best seller. And if I just take this out of the packet, can you see one side is going to cut in, it cuts in what you see in green here. So it gives you the green piece. Then the other side gives you the gold piece that goes around the outside. So that is like a fill-in and then a beautiful border. It's exactly the same if you want to go for the baubles. So there's those beautiful baubles. So one side of the bauble gives you the shaping in the card and the other one gives you this lovely detail that goes around, this time in the silver. It's the same if you go for the string of lights. So the string of lights, the one die, here we go. The one die here, if I just show you, looks a little bit funny, okay? This one here, it's going to cut the shaping on this. So you can see there, that is, well, that's kind of the shaping inside, you can just about see. And then can you see it's got this line of silver bits on it? That is what the other side cuts out and then layers up over the top. So that's the next one there. Then the last one that works like that is the gorgeous snowflakes. This is one of the cards that I did in the show, by the way. So can you see on the corner here, you've got the silver part and then you've got also that white shadow. It's because it's double layered and it's all going to cut out as a double layer. So those are like the double layery ones. Then we have 2 that are a beautiful scene, which you have just absolutely loved. So the scenic ones, there's a Bethlehem scene, which is this one here. I'll get them out and show you them on the overhead camera. This is the Bethlehem scene, where it's 2 levels of a scene. So you can see one side cuts you I guess this would this be Nazareth maybe? So you've got the Nazareth skyline and the Star of David, and then the other one has Mary and Joseph on the donkey coming to visit Bethlehem, and you can see the details there. So you can see how that layers up. And this is the card that I'm going to do here to show you. It's one of the ones that I did on my show. You can see how you have one scene in the foreground, one in the background. And then it's exactly the same concept if you want to go for a more modern type of scene, which is you're dashing through the snow. And if I just find a nice one, here we go. Here's a nice one with that scene on. Can you see one set is going to give you the rooftops, and the other set gives you the rooftops with the church scene. And then this one also cuts in the Santa Claus flying over the rooftops. So that's kind of your two scenic ones. Now, I must show you this card here. This is, I love this, Z fold with the scene on it. Double-sided scene cutting out here onto two different layers of my Z fold card built up under the front. You've seen us do loads of Z fold cards. I do love that one. Right, so here we go. We're going to do the Bethlehem scene. So this is the card that we're doing. So what I've got ready is I've got, let's have a look. I've got one flat piece for the back of the card. And then I've got another piece that I've cut out so that, can you see that we're going to layer this up and stick this. So we've got a flat back and then a raised front. And I've just drawn around a very light, so you can see where I'm going to cut this out. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in, here's my die set. And we're going to cut in this Bethlehem scene here. Oh, you heard the beep, Joe. You know it's coming, don't you? I'm ready. Right, so I'm going to cut this side in. So forget about what you're about to see when I turn it over, because this is what's going to cut into here. And can you see, I'm going to cut this away. I'm going to pop this in here. And we know that that's going to stay connected and cut the rest away. The other side of the die at the same time just so happens to cut the other piece to what we need. So I'm going to stick this down here and I'm going to stick that piece down there. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to get a piece of black card. I'm going to stick that black card down here as well. Yes, and I think we'll pop it there so that it cuts me the seam near the top end of the card. So I'm just going to hold this in place as well with a little bit of tape. So what you've got is, you've got a die sandwiched between two pieces of cardstock. And then what happens is this gets sandwiched between our double-sided die plates. We'll pop it this way. And then the double-sided die plates get sandwiched between our Gemini plates. Now I happen to have the big Gemini out here, but all of these will work in either your large Gemini or your Gemini Junior, but you must get the double-sided die plates, okay? They only work, the details are on the bottom. These dies only work with our double-sided die plates because they're different thickness. If you think about it, you're asking it to cut twice at once, so we've needed to completely adjust the depth of the dies, the depth of the plate to work with those dies.
What do you call an elephant that doesn't matter?
Go on.
Irrelevant. Love that one.
That's a proper dad joke.
What do you call an ugly dinosaur?
Go on.
An eyesore. That's Susan that sent the first one and Anne sent the second one. Thank you very much for these. Sandy says she couldn't resist these today, these dies. And Lola says, how cute does Sara look? Doesn't she just? It's literally like I'm working with a crafty Marilyn Monroe in the studio today.
Oh, yeah. I feel like Mrs. Claus, let me tell you. Right, oh, look at that. I can't even find one. And make pokey tools. Let's have a look. I'll see if I can poke you out with these bits here. There we go. It's worked a treat. So, can we see, Joe? There is our Bethlehem scene. Sorry, there's our Nazareth scene. Here's my Bethlehem scene here. So I'm going to take Mary and Joseph out here. Now, here's what we're going to do, Joe. I've pencil lined all of the rest in because I'm going to use a craft knife, can you see, and a metal edged ruler, and I'm just going to cut this out up to the edge. So can you see it goes up to the edge here, and just make sure I get right up to that piece. Same here. I'm just going to pop this in and cut this out up to the edge cutting line and then along the top. And this is how you use our edgeables to create a whole scene in the front of your card. So, let's have a look. I don't think I quite got through all of that. Yes, one side, and then we're going to go right along here and make sure we've got all of that cut in. Perfect. So this comes away here and leaves us a window in the front of our card. You come all the way down there. Yes. And then that lifts out. So can you see you've got this shaped kind of skyline coming along? I think this is just, they're just incredible. And this has got to be one of my favourite ever little scene edgeables we've done like this. I just love the fact that you've got the double-sidedness. So we've got that there, and then this goes behind, and you can see that it really does kind of tell the bit of the nativity story all in one go. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring back that base piece. And that base piece, I just had some very, very simple cardstock for the front. Now, the glue I'm using, Joe, obviously when we're doing standard matting and layering, I'm using the Collard All-Purpose. We did have that on the show this morning.
Oh, we've got it on the show this afternoon as well.
Yes. We really are second chance in all the best deals that we've had on, aren't you?
Absolutely, we are indeed. You can get all three of them. So you can get the Call-Out All-Purpose, you can get the Tacky, and you can get the 3D glue gel as well. You can get them all together. I believe, is it $12.50 they are for all of them? There you are. It's even better. I was trying to charge you a bit extra there. £10.50 or $18 to get all three of those. I can see people are multi-ordering on these as well. And also with the 3D glue gel, it's the one that comes with the tools, with a syringe and the corned beef tin can. That's not what it's called, but it's the bit that helps you squeeze every last little drop out of there. So definitely get that. Absolutely, it's an essential, that really. That and a couple of tape pens, and that's all of your adhesive needs pretty much ready to go, I'd say.
Now I'm loving this paper piece in these back in a different colour. Isn't that fabulous? I just think this looks absolutely brilliant. And then I'm going to use my tape pen for some nice flat sticking down the side. If you don't want to use your tape pen, you could use your tacky glue because it's nice and strong, your tacky glue, which means it's definitely not going to come apart, but you're just going to have to wait a little bit of time for it to tack. Before we stick that on, of course, I'm going to stick this into the base here. So a little bit of that same glue, it's like a mini glue school, isn't it, when you use the best glues. That's there, and I'm going to put my dotted tape pen along the back here. So we've got plenty of tape. I always like to do that when I've got like a really intricate die like this. So that's going to go onto the base there, and that's going to stick down perfectly. So there's our second part of the scene. Here is our first part of the scene that's going to create that diorama over the top. And then I've literally just got a couple of little embellishments, Joe, to finish the whole card off.
What do you call somebody with no body and no nose?
I don't know.
Nobody knows.
Oh, these are proper dad jokes, these.
Holiday dad jokes. What do Santa's little helpers learn at school?
Go on.
The alphabet.
Oh.
Where does Santa go to learn to slide down a chimney?
Go on.
I don't know if I get this one. Gymnasium.
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 Oh, the gymnasium.
I ruined this. The way I tell them, sorry. It's the way I tell them.
Oh, Joe.
Oh, you guys are funny.
That's not what they said about you. Right, here we go. All I've done is create my little scene here, and then just to finish it off, I've got a die cut piece. Joy to the World is going on the inside here. There we go. And then I've got a couple of little 3D glue gel. I think would really finish this off nicely. A couple of little globules in the corners, Joe, and I've just got some nice poinsettia bits and pieces. All right. Here we go.
Sarah,
go on.
Why did the shrimp leave the disco early?
I don't know.
Because he pulled a muscle. Hey!
Hey, I like that one.
That's a good one, isn't it?
Because he pulled a muscle. Hey, yes, that's cracked me up, that one. Do you want my favourite joke, right? Magic Tractor was driving down a road and then it turned into a field. Oh. I know it's bad. I thought it was quite canny. Right, talking about quite canny. Come on, how gorgeous is my little scene card there, Joe?
It really is amazing.
We love him. We love him.
And do you know what they might look great for as well? I don't even know. I'm not even sure you could use them like this. But you know, like in a photo frame, if you had a photo, just to have like that along the bottom, if you had a photo that you wanted to sort of set behind it.
Nice.
I don't know what the photo would be. I haven't got that far ahead yet, but I'll have a think about it.
That's nice. Right, I better go and tidy up and get that foil press machine that's been buzzing out.
You better had. Right, I need to recap a couple of bits. Remember as well what you're getting included in here. So you're getting that lovely snow flurry one. I always call it something different. Oh, it was called snow flurry. I actually called it the right thing for the first time. You've got that lovely Santa scene in there. This fantastic one with the ornaments there as well. You've got the Bethlehem theme one in there. And you've got that trio of trees. Oh, and I can't forget about this one, the Festive Lights. They look absolutely gorgeous. All of those, £65, $65 if you want to get those. Right, must go back to the cardstock. We had a few incredible cardstocks in the earlier show. We've brought one of them back for you. I'm going to go with the glitter first. Do you know why? I just don't feel like we see a lot of black glitter card. It's not something that you see a lot of, but it works so beautifully well. We really need to see more of this. You've got that lovely black glitter card here with this one, and then you've also got that silver glitter in there. So 24 sheets of your glitter card, firstly. Then another 24 sheets as well of your matte mirror card in here too. And just look how beautifully glorious that is. You can see there, you've got that wonderful purple, you've got the black, the lovely azure blue, and you've got that brush silver within there as well. £15 or $20 to get your hands on that. Right, up next, the 8x8 textured cardstock. 3 options here for you, $14.99 per pad. I can't believe it though, we're actually running low on stock. I know the textured cardstock is something we try and carry all the time. However, we are very low. You just need to choose pastels, nature, or your brights, then absolutely you can. $14.99 or $19.95. Right, lots of you have been asking for it for a little while. I think it was Barbie as well in California asked me a few times recently when we would have some hunky-dory items back. That day is right now. We've got the little books on the show for you. You've got the little books, the little book of Garden Secrets and Wonderful Wings. Each of these has got 144 A6 pages. Great saving here as well. Should be $9.99 each. However, today $12.99 or $17.49 to get you both of those, which is fantastic. More hunky-dory items for you on the show. It's the hunky-dory Blush Moments, fabulous finishes, an A5 paper pad there. Contains 48 sheets of double-sided designs, and you've got your paper pad in there too. You've got die cut elements in here. These toppers are fantastic. You can pick and you can stick. It really is gorgeous. Up next, we've got the Paint Drop Florals Luxury Card and 6x6 paper pad. 24 sheets of the topper collection, 32 luxury card inserts, and an inspiration sheet within there as well. £25 or $33.50. The Hunky Dory Special Moments Luxury Topper Collection. This one's fantastic because this has got such a vast array of different occasions. Everything from passing a test to happy birthday to deepest sympathy. It's all in there for you. £25 or $35. 16 topper sheets, 16 of the foiled cardstock, and 16 of the printed cardstock within there. Now we've got some storage for you up next. The Crazy for card making. It's the only way to get your hands on Karen. In there, you've got your Karen buddy bag, you've got the 5 stamp storage pockets, and the tab labels as well. $14.99 or $16.99. I know what you're thinking. Where am I going to put Karen? You're going to put her in Lois because that's where she is designed to go. This is your Lois tote they got here, the clear vinyl Lois tote, this one here. Or there's also Lois 2.0 on the show in the glorious purple here, as you can see, £16.99 or $21.99. These are great because you can just see through them. You can see everything that's in there. We've got the paper handlers for you on the show. Now these are great because they're like a little storage container, like a little shelf organizer. You've got the tabs in there as well because it is the combo, which means you've got the little pockets, but then you can pop your handle out and you can carry it around. It's joyous. $9.99 or $11.99 if you want to go for that one. We also do it in A4 size, which is fantastic. $9.99 or $13.49 if you want to go for that one. Always very busy in the A4 size. You even put really heavy things in there, like your die plates. It will carry loads, that one. This one is your Totally Tiffany Tool Tower. This is our desk organisation. It's really, really fabulous, this. You can get loads in there. It's not only great in the craft room, it's great in the kitchen, it's great in the bathroom. It's really wonderful for all of your different organising that you want to do. Now, the pen and ink palace. It is so busy every time that we bring this to you. You choose. You can have a couple of rows of pens in there, and then you can have your ink pads in there if you want to. We've got loads of stuff in this one here. So with this one, we've got it set up with our illustrators in the bottom. Then we've got our classiques in here as well. And then what we've got is all of our Harmony ink pads in there too. Now, if you want to, you can just set it up with all ink pads or all pens. You get loads of pens in. And the nice thing about this is if you want to take that one out and put it over there, you just scooch the others over, which is brilliant. And then loads of room in the top, things like all of your explosion powders. You can get your embossing powders in there. You can also put your ink jars up there if you want to. It just really makes best use of the space. And these little shelves, they pull in and out, which is fantastic. And they've got a lip on them, so if you want to lift them all the way out and then put them all the way back in, absolutely you can. Very, very busy on that. $28.99 or $37.99 if you want to. Now we've got some stadiums on the show for you. This is the 4-level Stamp and Supply Stadium, $26.99 or $34.99. Now it's a choice really. You can have this one, which is a 4-level, or you can have the 6-level. Now the same price, just so you obviously it's the size of the shelf which differs. 4 levels or the 6-level. I'd say if you're going to store smaller things like smaller pots and jars, go for the 6-level. If you're going to go for something you want to store like your glues and stuff, I'd go for the 4-level. Now, up next, the Paper Junky paper storage boxes. These are great for the home office, wonderful to get yourself organised. You can have them that way round, so you have more of the opening showing, or you can spin them around the other way and it hides everything away for you, which is brilliant. $13.99 or $17.99. Up next, we've got the pop-up trash can. I keep saying I need to get one of these for my car. Does anyone else do the unthinkable that I do and put the wrappers behind the passenger seat?
Joe.
Do you do that? I either put the dirty wrappers, like the chocolate wrappers or the crisp packets behind the passenger seat, or they get stuffed in the driver's side door.
Driver's side pocket, yeah.
Oh, but I just cleaned it out today and literally it was like I could have opened a store if I still had all the chocolate that was the wrappers that came out of there. I need myself a collapsible bin for the back of the car. $11.99 or $14.99 if you want to get your hands on yours. I used to be really bad with a car. Once, Sarah, I actually got into a point where I couldn't give people a lift anywhere because my car got so dirty with like cans and all sorts. Oh, it's awful. My friends used to joke that it was called the travelling skip for a while. It was like my really, really old car. It was a battered old thing, to be fair. Right, if you want to get your orders placed, now is a great time to do so. Let's give you an opportunity to check out your baskets. Whilst you do that, here is all the details of how you can watch and shop at the same time. Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day. All the details there of how you can watch and shop at the same time. 7th of July, Sarah, I finally get my hair cut. I'm gonna be rid of the lockdown look. I can't wait. Every time I see that video, I'm like, oh, not long now. Right, I need to share with you some of these foil stamp die words that are coming up on the show. Very, very busy whenever we bring these to you. If you love the idea of foiling and you want to see a masterclass, Sarah has done 2 masterclasses, I believe, on foiling. So you can go back and watch those back very, very easily. So you've got in here, you've got your 4 stamp dies. It's an 8-piece collection. So you've got Merry Christmas, which is this one here. You're also going to get Jingle Bells. I love how the positive and the negative give you such a different result on these. Joy, which is like the radiating one. It reminds me of a lovely cold glass of festive fizz is what it reminds me of, that one. You've got Season's Greetings in here. And then you've got these 3 as well, which are Celebrate the Season, Christmas Wishes, and Joy you've already seen as well. So they are all available for you. £46 or $64 to get you all of those, which is fantastic. The other one that you're getting included as well is Silent Night, is the other one that completes that collection for you. To get 8 of these for £46, you're looking at just over £5 per stamp die. Is really, really great value for money. And of course, you get your free gift. How are we doing on the free gift? Can I find the free gift? Have I lost it? Oh, nearly 3/4. Oh, hello. Nearly 3/4 of the free gift has gone. I do imagine it will be gone by the end of this show, if not soon after. £30 or $30 worth of product in your cart. It just appears, which is fantastic. Right, I'm going to hand you over to Sarah. Sarah, you love foiling, don't you? Foiling is definitely for all year round, but Christmas, it's like when it comes into its own, really, isn't it?
It does, and if you're only going for one foiling item today, make it this one. Make it the Sentiments, because every one of your beautiful Christmas cards can then be elevated. Just go and have a look. If you go into the shops and buy Christmas cards, all the expensive ones are foiled. It's going to be exactly the same with those of you making. So if you're making to sell, a little bit of foiling on lifts it up, lifts the price up. Or if you're making them for friends and family, the foiling stuff looks very expensive and very luxurious. Now I'm going to show you the very simplest form. If you don't already have the foil press, they are in stock on the website at the moment, and they are an absolute must-have. So I've put my foil press on, I've plugged it in here, so I've given it a push in, and I just pulled it out because it got too warm. You don't want to just leave it sitting hot. So when I heard the beep before, I pulled it away. So I just pulled it out like this, you see, so it wasn't sitting too hot. Then all you do is you pop it back in, and when it gets up to temperature, it will beep and that'll go green like we are. Now, let's just go and do a nice simple one. Here we go. I've got Christmas greetings. So all you do is you get out your Christmas greetings, and I think I'll foil this onto a little bit. There we go. I think I'll foil this onto, I've got some nice pearl card. So we've got season's greetings. We've got loads of foils on the website. Go and have a little look at all the different foils we've got. I'm going to use here my lovely gold. Now watch this, because this is quite clever. So if I cut a piece here, and then if it's not big enough, oh it is. Well, if it wasn't going to be, you see, I could have pieced together a couple of little bits of foil. I really hope that doesn't, that where I've damaged it. Let's have a look. I'll not take the risk. So I can see I'm going to have enough foil to cover over season's greetings. Now, because it's a small, let's have a look at in the instruction booklet. I know none of you are going to read the instruction booklet, but you just need this little grid on the inside front cover. So if I just have a little zoom in here, and then let that all get together. Yes, perfect. Now I'm going to foil onto a 300 GSM cardstock, so it's the top one. And I've got small, medium and large dies. I'm just going to do a small one. So it tells me up there, first box, low temperature, I want 10 seconds. This is low, medium and high. I'm just going on to low here, and I'm going to set it to 10 seconds, right? So we get the timing set, we put on here our season's greetings and press the start button, and that's going to count down the 10 seconds. Now you should at this point have your foil ready to go, and also your cardstock, and the foil is going to go face down. So we've got our 10 seconds. I'm going to go face down with the pieces of foil there. Then I'm going to take my cardstock, go face down with the cardstock, pop my top plate on here, just a little pull towards you. Now, I've actually been a little bit cheeky here, Joe. This is what, I didn't have my foil top plate, I don't know where it is. So I've put one of my double-sided die plates on.
Oh, Sarah, you're going to get really, really badly told off, you know. If I text Leanne now and tell her what you've done.
No, you shouldn't text Leanne and tell her what I've done. Have I not got the right? I think I've kind of pulled it off. Have I got enough pressure? Oh, I haven't quite got enough pressure. Right, let's have a look. I will, yeah, I'll fudge it and add a little bit of an extra shim in. Can you see? That's what happens when you don't use the right plate. Can I go and have a look outside, see if I've put my plate somewhere safe, Joe?
I'm sure someone will have a little look. Ray says, Ray's actually just changed the game. What a life hack. Ray says, every time you get in the car, use a bag, you know, like a shopping bag, put it over your gear stick, cook it over the gear stick, and then every time you get out, you just take the shopping bag out and you put the bin rubbish in the bin. How amazing is that? Use a bag, pop it in the bin. Love it. Right, some jokes as well. Here, who was it just sent me one? El Gars on YouTube. What sort of exercise is best for swimmers? Pull-ups. Hey. Pull-ups. I know, it was a bad one, wasn't it? Is the foil press for the Gemini or the Gemini Junior, says Susan? It is for both. Don't you worry about that, because you can buy the extender plate, of course. Available right now over on our website. Means that the foil press, which is the same size as the Gemini Junior, then extends up, sort of tricks the sensors into taking the foil press through, which is fantastic as well. I've been buying tons of foil stamps and foil for my press, says Cheryl. She's having a lovely time. Lots of people are asking when the foils will be back in stock. Any day now, foils should be back in stock. I know they are due in. Is it around about now, Sarah?
I believe it should have been in the last couple of days.
Wonderful. So hopefully they will be on the website ASAP, which is fantastic. Stephen says he's got his hair booked in for the 4th of July. Cannot wait to get that all cut off. I nearly shaved it all off again last week, Sarah, but I resisted. I did shave it all off last summer.
I wouldn't have talked to you if you'd done that.
No? Well, did you not like it when I had it all shaved off?
No, I didn't like it. Yeah, I wouldn't have been talking to you.
Someone said I looked like a football thug when I had it all shaved off.
Exactly. Yes. No, I wouldn't have liked it, Joe. Right, good news. Yay, Tracy out the back has been and found me a brand new plate. You see, look, they might look the same, but they're very, very different thicknesses. Very, very thick.
Isn't there a way you can tell them apart?
Well, one's got Gemini Junior printed on it.
Right.
And the other one hasn't.
There you go.
Yeah, but you can just... I knew I was pushing it. I thought, I'll try it. It's not right.
You were being a rebel, is what you're doing.
I know. Well, I was just thinking, it'll do. It'll not do. There's a reason why we develop all this really good equipment for you. Right, let's have a look. I'm going to put my next one on. Merry Christmas, right? Start that cutter. Right, let's start that again. So, this is what happens when you don't have the right sandwich. Let me just cut you a piece of foil. There we go. So we've got the piece of foil cut now and another piece. There is my lovely foil. We're going face down over the Merry Christmas. We're going to take our pearl cardstock and go face down with the pearl cardstock. We're going to take our actual genuine not double-sided, foil plate. Take it off. They do look similar because they're both made out of a fiberglass material. However, they are not the same thing.
Sarah, did you hear about the restaurant on the moon?
No.
Great food, no atmosphere. That's a really good one.
I like that one.
Was that yours, Laura, director Laura? It was on Google. It was a good one, though, I'll tell you that.
Are you ready? Are you ready for the reveal now? Look what happens when you have the right, when you have the right top plate. Look at the difference there. Now, what I wanted to show you was, that's fine because it's onto cardstock, but you can go onto all different surfaces. For example, let's just take the Merry Christmas off. And I've got here, let's have a look what else I've got to hand. Christmas wishes. I do like this. Now I'm going to pop this back in, ready to go. And I'm going to take this Christmas wishes. They're nice things because they're all just a little bit different and unique. Now I'm going to get, I've got some. Have I got some with me? Oh yes, mirror card. How about we go turquoise and pink?
Turquoise and pink. Do you know what that reminds me of? That would really remind me of that enchanted Christmas colourway, doesn't it? Imagine if you imagine what you could then do is get the matte mirror card and your mattes and layers behind it could be in the same colourway. How fabulous.
Hey. Nice, very nice. Right, I'm going to put that on. Oh, we're not at temperature yet. So can you see, because I hadn't plugged it in straight away, it doesn't go up to the full temperature. Now it's at temperature, then we put this on and start the 10-second countdown. Now, the reason I've got the two, I've cut this little piece just exactly the right size to fit over that wishes. So this is just going to go, and it's just going to line up over top of wishes. And then I'm going to take this one here. I'm going to pop this over the top here, right? It's only going to fall that little bit in the turquoise though. That goes face down. Then we're going to take the top plate on there and we're going to send this through as well. Now, again, it's a mixture of the right pressure and temperature. The Gemini is just right. And do you know, we make every Gemini, and we have done right from the very beginning, with a heat sensor in. So we were developing this technology right from when we were developing the Gemini. We just couldn't get it to work at the time. Oh, silly one. Joe, I'm such an idiot.
Oh no, Sarah, what have you
The whole
done?
thing's going to be pink, isn't it? Right? Because look, all I'm doing is following on top of that, but I've made it pink. Because I should have put this on first. I should have put it on second because that's the bit that was touching, right? Never mind. So it's nice.
Looks lovely in pink.
Pink. So it looks lovely in pink, but we could have done it. I'll try and show you the multicoloured thing on a different one that we do, right? In fact, I've just got a slight bit of a mess, Joe. Give me like 30 seconds to get tied down my mess,
Wow.
and then I'm going to do some cello bag folding
I've got
as well.
some fantastic dad jokes for you. So, I mean, hold on to your sides because they could well split in the next 30 seconds, Sarah. Why do you never see elephants hiding in trees?
Go on.
Because they're good at it. How does a penguin build its house?
Go on.
It glues it together.
Oh.
Why did the old man fall in the well? Because he couldn't see that well.
Oh, my life.
Why don't skeletons ever go trick or treating?
Go on.
Because they have no body to go with.
Oh, my life.
What do you call a factory that sells passable products?
Passable products.
A satisfactory. Why did the invisible man turn down the job offer?
Go on.
Couldn't see himself doing it.
Joe, I tell you what, I've got tidied up enough.
I
don't know if we can suffer anymore.
One more. Want to hear a joke about construction?
Go on.
I'm still working on it.
What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you a few of these samples before I jump on and do some of the background dyes as well, right? So these are the ones that I showed you before. Should I start with some ones that I haven't shown you yet? Yes, right. So here is, I'm going to do a little bit of this in a second. Here is some foiling onto a ribbon. So you can foil these onto ribbon. I'm going to show you how to foil your own ribbon in just a second. And then this is onto a little bit of, well, actually that's onto black card with a little bit of spray on the back there as well. There's my favourite one that I keep seeing in this clay. Oh, I have a few favourites all the time, don't I? I do love that Joy. It really looks spectacular. This, I think, oh my life, who's made this? I love this, Jess. So it's a Merry Christmas, but then she's done a little bit of inking and made her own little bauble inside. This is the Christmas Wishes. Now, the Christmas Wishes is going to work really, really well. All of these are with the background designs that I'm about to show you next. Don't think they're just for plain coloured card, because I think this looks really nice onto the patterned cardstock as well. Onto some really, really simple cards here. So nice little one looking like my good self at the moment with a little Santa Claus outfit on.
That one, shut the front door. Look, check out the matte layer on that one.
Ah, looks pretty awesome. Pretty awesome. Gift bags as well, onto the front of a little gift bag here. Oh, there's loads of gorgeous, gorgeous designs. Loads of different ways you can be doing these. I think they're really spectacular, okay? So those are some of just the samples that we would do with the words. What I am going to do is I'm going to show you now some of the backgrounds, okay? So, don't look at this from the
why did the toilet go to the doctors?
Go on.
Because they were feeling flushed.
Oh, they don't get any better, are they?
No,
they
not.
are proper dad jokes.
None of these are mine. I'll just say that. Disclaimer.
Disclaimer, none of these yet. Yep,
that was Lizzie who sent that one in.
Right, backgrounds. We have 3 backgrounds left in our collection. We have the beautiful big foil. It's not really a background, it's like a big focal piece, but it's the size of a background. Then you've got backgrounds with all of your words on. Then the one that I would say is a do not miss it for £20, $27 is your background with your snowflakes on. So if I just get, let's do the lovely snowflakes, okay? And I'm going to do it very simply, first of all, onto, let's have a look. I'm sure I've got some, I bet this looks lovely on craft card. I've got some nice craft card here. So a piece of craft card, and let's cut it to a 5x7. So
Susan's just having the best time in the comments, you know. I mean, she's just rattling them off one after another one. Susan, I'm so good at sleeping, I can do it with my eyes closed.
Boom. Let's have a look how much I need. Craft card with a large die, 30 seconds up on here. So we'll get this popped on here all the way up to 30, and I'll start at the countdown. Now, let's do it. I don't know whether to do it copper or with the interference one. This is the interference one, by the way.
What do you mean by interference? I always wonder
So
that.
let's have a little look. I did have a one over here. Joe, I'm doing exactly what I always tell you exactly not to do. There we go. Is you should have all this. There is interference. So can you see overhead, if I show you, that is giving you, can you see it's very subtle. So it's like a little bit of a petrol colour.
Like a sort of clear embossing powder almost.
Yeah, a bit like that, right? So that's that one there. That would look good. I think that would look good in a dark colour. I'm going to go with the rose gold with the matte finish on here. So here we go. Cut this to the right size. Then I'm going to go face down. It always feels wrong, but you always go face down with your cards, with your foil colour. Then your cardstock on here. There we go. And then I'm going to go with my plate on the top there, lift that off and then pop that through, okay? Now, when it's maybe the first time that you're using this, what I would say is get used to your dies first and do them on a little bit of practice card. The foil is pennies, so don't be frightened to use up the foil. I want you to have a bit of a practice with it till you start getting used to it. Look at that, I got a static shock off that. Here we go, right? So when I peel this off, can you see we've had that perfect transfer onto the craft card? Isn't that beautiful? But what you can do is you can also use this piece here that's been left over. So I can take this here, let's have a look, have I got my tweezers? No, never mind, I was going to lift this off with my tweezers. I'll lift it off with the clippers instead. Right, I'm going to pop this on to start and warm this up as well. Let's reset and set that to a minute. Wait for that to get warmed through, and I'll just cut another piece. Do you want me to show you what on craft again, and then then we'll see then we'll see the difference between the two. So I'm also going to cut this one down to 5 by 7. So well, it was just less than 5 by 7, I think it was. And you can see the difference between using the positive and then the negative. And I'm going to do this, and then I'm also going to show you foiling onto a little bit of ribbon. You weren't kidding when you said it was going to be a mini foil press masterclass, were you? Oh yeah, well I'm trying to get as much across as possible. They're fabulous, the foils. Honestly, what you can't do with foils isn't worth doing. And I think so many of your cards are going to look really expensive and exquisite like this. So, can you see, that is the positive. This one here is going to be the negative, so I'm going to pop that on there as well. Think about this, we're not putting any dye in here, we're transferring the waste, which means you haven't got the thickness of a dye. And we replace that thickness of a dye with your magnetic shim. So you're going to pop these on. You're then going to use folded in half pieces of cards. So you're going to use like a little shim that's left over. You're going to make your own shim. Then you're going to put your magnetic sheet on there as well. Then we're going to put our top plate on. So we basically are making up for the distance of what the die would be. So you can see we're almost down to the 0, and when it does, you'll hear that beep. There we go. We just pull it towards us and send this through. And again, a mixture of the heat and the pressure. Oh, here we go. Didn't quite offer all of that in at the same time, but we're through there. Mixture of the heat and the pressure together is going to transfer all of that waste onto our base piece of cardstock. You see, we'll lift that off. We'll put you back in there so I don't lose you. Here we go. And then when I peel this back here, wow, you can see we get left with nothing. So that is the intensive, that's all the waste foiled. And that is the reverse of this one here. Don't they look fabulous? Lynn says, OMG, I do love the gold foil on the craft card. I'm definitely going to do that more, which is fantastic. I want to just quickly whiz you through some of the options that you've got when it comes to your foil press items. Here's the foil press stamp die words collection for you. £46 or $64. That's amazing value to get 8 foil stamp dies. £46, $64, saving 35%. Now, we've got some really lovely big bold backgrounds for you. These are all available individually. You need to choose £20 or $27. You can either get the Snowflake, the Festive Words, or the Baubles. We also have this one here, which is your Stamped Die Snowflake, Nativity and Bells. These three coming your way for $22.98 or $29.90. Again, a 30% saving on those ones, so great to get them whilst they're on such a great price. Here you've got the Die Snowflake and Starry Night. These are borders. They're a 2 by 7 inch die, so they're really, really wonderful running up the side of your card, or you can chop into them
18.18 or 23.73. 30% saving there on that one. Up next, we've got the modern hologram. No, let me try that again. The monogram modern script alphabet. Always troubles me, that one. I don't know why. £14.99 or £24.95. This is all about complete personalisation. You want to do stationery, you want to do names, absolutely you can. We've also got some frames for the monograms as well, which are these ones here. You get all of these. You get the bracket, the statement, or the hex. So you can choose which one you'd like for £5.99 or £9.95, or you can go for all of them. It's completely up to you. Right. The Elements foil stamp that you've got there, the backgrounds, very, very busy on those. Let me just grab, I've got, where did I put it? I got it already, right here. Here they are. They're behind me, having a very panto moment there.
It's behind you.
You've got here that gorgeous snowflake there, as you can see. You've got the Christmas words, which are this one here, or my favourite, always so busy, the Baubles, which is the Christmas ornaments there, of course, as well. £20 is a great price to get these. There's a lot of metal for your money on those. The only thing you're going to have to do is choose, which I think is going to be quite a hard task, Sarah.
Yeah, well, you have to have that snowflake. The snowflakes are really... In fact, I'm going to pop the snowflakes back on and start getting ready for the next demonstration already, because the 30-second warm-up there. They're brilliant. I tell you what I do a lot of. These cello bags. You know, you pick up your card bags for like next to nothing. These are little sweetie bags. Now, watch what I'm going to do. I've cut, these are 5 inches wide, so I've just cut a piece of cardstock to exactly the same size as that bag. And I'm just going to feed this in. Do you know what I was thinking? 30 seconds would be easy, long enough to get this sorted, and it's gonna buzz in any second, isn't it? Right, I'm going to feed that in, and then I'm going to cut a little bit of the silver holographic foil here. Let's go into the cello bag. So we go face down. Then I'm going to take my cello bag and pop that over the edge there.
Why is it important that you have the die on for the right amount of time, Sarah?
Right, so what you want is you don't want any missing sections.
Okay.
But also, if you think, oh, well, I'll just leave it on for loads longer than it says, then it's not going to miss any. It does what's called overfoiling. So it'll transfer the foil where there isn't the pattern, because it's got too hot. So you just, if you put it on for exactly the amount of time that we tell you, trust me when I tell you, it'll be perfect. Now look at this. There we go. Oh, do you know what? I could have done with a little bit longer, that one. I was rushing to get it through. Onto the cello bag. Should I pop it down again? Yeah, should we go with the other side? Should I foil onto the other side? Right, let me get this ready and foil onto the other side. Pop you in there.
Now the thing is, I mean, if it does under or over foil, this foil is very cost effective, isn't it? So it doesn't matter.
It's pennies, Joe. It absolutely just works out at pennies to foil onto here, okay? So let's have a look. What I'll do is I will pop that on. We'll wait till it goes green. That's what you must do. Don't try and do a Sara and push it through. Wait till it goes green. And I'm also going to cut myself a little shim to go through at the same time as this.
Okay. So would it be because, I guess, is the cello very, very thin compared to like a cardstock? Is that why it might need a little bit of extra oomph?
Just a little bit of extra pressure to get it transferred onto. You don't want to get it so hot that you melt the plate. Come on, you. Are we going to get going green, you? I hope it does.
Now, what concert...
There it is.
This is a good one. What concert costs 45 cents, Sarah?
No, go on.
50 Cent featuring Nickelback. That's a good one.
Oh my.
Come on.
They aren't getting any better, these, are they not?
No, they're really, really not. Susan sent that one into us. Thank you very much, Susan.
He means it. He really means it,
I love
Susan. Right, let's have a look. We're nearly counting down. It's all right, you keep going with the jokes
no
or whatever.
problem.
I'll keep going with this.
I did want to just quickly remind you about the embossing folders. Very, very busy on those embossing folders. Remember, it is a lucky dip. So all you do, pop one of these items into your basket. You'll get 3. You put the item in twice, you'll get 6. Put it in 3 times, you'll get 9. I'll run you through some of the options again in a few minutes. It's very, very busy on these. 2/3 of a big stock here has sold out and gone. Remember, all the deals are meant to last 48 hours, but this weekend, and actually during our festive event, it really does not seem to have been the case. We've been exceptionally busy all the way through this event, and this is the last day of our Christmas event. Ooh,
now
check
you
that
can see
out.
it foiling. And actually, I've got a little bit of overfoiling, but can you see it just rubs away? So if you've got any extra overfoiling where you don't want it, it does just rub away, and then you get a beautiful cello bag with your snowflakes on the front there. How fabulous does that look, right? So there's a nice bag with your snowflakes on. And then what I like to do, if I'm doing gifts, like a little bit of my homemade fudge in here, which we had nice this morning, you would put it in a bag, but then you'd want a bit of ribbon on it. So what I thought we'd do is now foil a little bit of ribbon, right? Now, if I put this back in there to warm, let me get out. There's a set of beautiful borders which are fantastic to work with your ribbons. Now, these are the border ones here. I think you might have previewed them earlier, Joe. Can you see you've got that snowflake flurry, and then we've got these fabulous stars. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these stars out, and then I need to find where I've put my ribbon, Joe, that I'm going to foil. Yeah, I've put it somewhere really safe.
Loads of people talking about what was the actual name of that clear foil is what Robin was asking. Is it called interference or is it called something else?
Oh, now you're asking.
Now you're asking.
I found my ribbon though.
Found the ribbon, perfect.
Yeah. Right, it's what's it called? It's called Snowflake.
Snowflake.
Oh, I don't remember exactly.
We'll have a little look for you. Try and find out. We'll try and do our best. Someone from Crafters TV. Oh, it's Icicle. Crafters TV.
Look at that.
Our social media team are pretty on it. I didn't even realise it answered.
You can answer faster than we can.
What do you call an illegally parked frog?
Go on.
Toad. Betsy sent me that one in. Like that one, Betsy. Thank you. It's one of the better ones, I will admit.
Right. All I'm doing is I'm going to set this on for 10 seconds, right? So it's 10 seconds. It's 10 seconds right for foiling onto ribbon. Let's have a look. Right. Satin ribbon. But yeah, 5 seconds for a small, 10 seconds for a medium. That's a medium. Perfect. So we're going to go face down with our foil here. I'm going to go put the first piece of my ribbon on here, Joe, and then what I do need is a little shim. She said should have had. Oh, don't fall over ribbon, right? Should have had a little shim before we were getting ready to go. Here we go, little shim. I'm going to put it over the top. So if I get my ribbon, position you on there. There we go. Position the shim on there. Position my top plate on there. Don't you go on foil, you're not up for it. And then we'll pop that through. And what I'm going to do, because I'll keep going when you can watch me while you're talking, Joe, is I'm going to foil a bit of the ribbon, and then I'm going to move the ribbon down and foil the next piece to show you how you can do a continuous piece of foiling.
Can you foil both sides of the ribbon if you want to? I know we get that question quite a lot.
Yes, I'll do a little bit of that for you as well so you can see a little bit of both.
And think about what you'd pay for like foiled ribbon. Think about what you'd pay for personalised ribbon, because don't forget, if you've got that monogram, you can actually put initials on the ribbon if you want to. That looks absolutely stunning. It really, really does. Think about playing around with the colour combinations. But yeah, if you had to get ribbon personalised, you had to get a name put on it, how much would it cost you? You can do that. If you're going for the monogram alphabet and you've got some ribbon, of course you can personalise your own ribbon. You can actually have maybe menus and invitations and ribbon that ties your napkins all completely matched and themed. I think if you're an entertainer, you've got a party coming up, you like to do a wedding stationery, the foil press absolutely cries out and lends itself so beautifully to any of those kind of things that you want to do with it.
It's like professional level, isn't it?
It is really.
It's whether you're doing it professionally as a small business or if you just want all of the stuff that you make to look really professional, the foil press is going to give it that edge. And to be honest, let's face it, if you've already got a Gemini machine, you might as well spend the extra 100 and odd quid upgrading it from a die cutting and embossing machine to be die cutting, embossing and foiling. Look at this. See, so then we're straight into the next. So you could just continue there all the way down your whole piece of ribbon. And what I will show you is, we talked about foiling the other side, didn't we? So that's not quite a temperature, but it will absolutely get there any second. Let's count down that. So if I want to foil the other side, all I do is put the other side of the ribbon in. It's going to work in exactly the same way. Pop the, you're always using a shim with your ribbon. So pop your shim in, pop the top plate on, and we can go and foil the other side. So double-sided foiled starry ribbon. And like you said, Joe, imagine monogramming the ribbon.
Yeah.
So I mean, I just think that, you know, sometimes like teacher gifts at the end of the year or Christmas and things like that, and you just want to do something relatively inexpensive, but to foil the ribbon with someone's initials just totally takes it onto the next level. There we go. So can you see that's foiled the other side? Absolutely no problem. So keep doing continuous along the whole length of your ribbon, and you can foil both sides of the ribbon, absolutely no problem. I just think foiled ribbon is like next level crafting, Joe, to be honest.
It just really does look
so professional.
It looks absolutely beautiful, so easy to do, so achievable as well, and gives it that real touch of class, especially at Christmas as well. I think it's a perfect time to add your ribbon onto there. Loads of different items. If you haven't got a foil press, maybe today's the day. They are in stock right now over on the website if you wanted to grab yourself a foil press. Let's just wrap up some of the stuff that we've shown you on the foil press items. So up first, I've got the monogram frames that we brought you. Details on your screen for the 2x7 dies that we showed you. Here's the monogram frames, $5.99 or $9.95 each. You choose, or go for all of them. It is completely up to you. You could indeed go for all of them if you wanted to. We've also got the monogram modern script alphabet for you, $14.99 or $24.95 if you wanted to go for this. Again, this will be perfect for that personalisation, however you want to use it. Let's show you and share with you again the over the edge kit. On the over the edge kit, you're going to get that Nina cardstock as well included if you go for absolutely all of them. Now, a few different ways of getting these. I'll show you the original 5 first. So the original 5 I'm going to show you first. These were seen before on HSN when they launched there. So you got the mouse, which is this one here. That was the most popular individually. That was Have a Mice Day. You've got this one here, which is paw prints. I love these two chaps. They look like they're going to get in all sorts of bother. You've then got let me just pop those back down there. There we go. The next one you've got is birthday balloons with that cute little bear. You've got this one here, which is birds and bloom. And you've also got feline friends. Now, there's 8 in total. So there are 3 brand new ones. If you're in the States, you will not have got your chance to get your hold on these. They are not on the auto ship. There is no plan whatsoever as yet to bring these to HSN. So you've got these 3 here. You've got this one, which is the May Your Day Sparkle. You've got this one here, which is Hello Beautiful. And you've also got this one here, which is the alicorn, which apparently is a flying unicorn. Who knew? If you want to go for just those 3 on their own, details are on your screen for that right now, £30 or $40. Or if you want to go for all of it, maybe you didn't get them before. If you were in the UK, it was your first time to get your first chance to get your hands on it this week. If you're going for the whole collection, which is far and away the busiest option, 2/3 of the stock of that has now completely sold out and gone, which is fantastic. Make sure you get your hands on those. I want to share with you another launch that we did this week here on Crafters TV was our edgeables. Very, very busy. Double-sided edgeables. Now, because they're edgeables, it means that you can do all of the edgeable techniques we've already shown you. 6 hours worth of edgeable masterclasses available to you right now over on Crafters TV. So make sure you put yourself across there. £65 or $65. This is double-sided dies that we are talking about. Don't forget, you are going to get that free gift included as well if you're going for these. So the first one we've got here, this one is the Snowflake Flurry. Yes, I said it. Well, did I say it right? No, it's Snow Flurry. Nearly, wasn't it? I was so close. Close, but no cigar. Now, you've also got as well the Trio of Trees. Now, this actually did sell out. We've had to restock this already. And bearing we just launched this week, I mean, it goes to show you just how busy these have been. You've also then got the Festive Lights, which are these ones here. Beautiful when they're paper piece. Great for stained glass window techniques as well. This one here, this is your Bethlehem skyline that you've got just here, which is really, really glorious, beautiful. Like a builder scene, but in a double-sided die element. This one here is your builder scene with the dashing through the snow is that one. And you've also got then as well the baubles or the ornaments too. In ivory, looks so luxurious. Really, really like that one. £65 or $65 to get you 6 double-sided dies. It's great value for money, over 15% off right there. So very busy on those. What you would get as well, because it's over £30 or $30, is you would get today's free gift. However, a lot of this has already sold out and gone. Over 2/3 gone, in fact. 60. Once you spent £30 or $30, this will appear in your cart, which is fantastic. Right, the illustrators, so busy on these. 45% of a big stock has sold out and gone here. In here, you're going to get the following 6 pieces: basics, hues, tints, portrait, earth, tones, essentials and neutrals. And then you're going to get 12 packs of the sketching, the figure, the seascape as well. And you're going to get the landscape. Now there's 90 markers in there for you, which is great value. We're also going to give you the pen trays. We're going to give you the cardstock, a stamp and the ink pad that you need. In the UK, it should be £257.83. However, we're going to take it down to £180. You're going to pay £144 if you are a platinum member, because we're going to take even more off of that. In the US, should be $433.19. However, today it's $300. If you're a platinum member, it's $240, which is incredible value for money, whichever way you look at it. Everyone will get free postage and packaging. Everyone will get free shipping and handling as well. So it really is a great deal, and you'll all get that free gift too. Now, very busy on those. Also very busy on the Hunky Dory items. I know you guys are absolutely adored both the craft house that we brought to you and the masterclass that we brought to you featuring these products. Now, these little books should be $9.99 each in the UK. However, $12.99 today or $17.49 gets you both of those, saving a third there on those. Now, we've also got for you the Hunky Dory Blush Moments, fabulous finishes, an A5 paper pad, 48 sheets of double-sided designs, which is gorgeous, very cutesy. That's the one with my, I think that's the one with my favourite pigeon in it. £25 or $35 to get that. It's not a pigeon, it is a dove, apparently, allegedly. Right, we also have for you the Paint Drop Florals, luxury card, and 6x6 paper pad, 24 sheets of toppers in here, and then 32 luxury card inserts, and also the inspiration sheet as well, all coming away for £25 or $33.50. Now this one, I love this one. This is the Special Moments Luxury Topper Collection. 16 sheets of toppers, 16 sheets of foiled cardstock, and 16 sheets of printed cardstock, all 350 GSM, all adorable scoreable as well, so you get no crack in your crease, which is very important. It's that bendy ink that's on there. Very busy for all of these, £25 or $35. Now, for anyone that's not familiar with Hunky Dory, Sarah, how long have you sort of known about them for? Because we, in the UK, I think our viewers in the UK, probably, they're a bit of a household name really, aren't they?
Yes, I've been friends with the Hunky Dory crowd. They're a second generation family business, lovely family to work with. I've worked with them for close to 15 years now, and we've always stocked their products on the website. And I just said, you know, it would be lovely to get some deeper stocks of a lot of these products so that we could actually feature them on some of our Crafters TV shows. So they've sent me a load of stock of some of their best selling kits. Now I have to say, I've picked out my favourite. The Blush Moments that is on your screen is pretty much one of my favourite kits that we've ever had of what they do. Now here's the idea, you see. It's these. This is my one that's open, by the way. I think Joe's got the full one, but mine's got all these little bits used. The idea is that you've got all these beautiful topper sheets that are foiled and die cut. You've got loads of them to work with. There's that.
Oh, there's a pigeon.
There's Joe's pigeon. You thought it was a pigeon.
I love you tried to explain to Charlie but the funny joke about the pigeon and the dove, and he just wasn't getting it the other day.
He just wasn't getting it. You know,
he is only 3, by the way.
Bless him. So Joe's like, oh, there's a pink pigeon on these, and I was like, I'm pretty sure these are supposed to be doves, right? So you've got some beautiful vases of flowers, perfume bottles on there, some gorgeous heart, loads of beautiful designs to work from, and then you get these gorgeous pieces of cardstock. So I think I'll use that one with the dove / pigeon on, but this is all really great quality cardstock, and can you see it's got that beautiful foiling down the edge there as well. So you've got loads of stuff you can do. I might keep that one, do a couple of cards with these. Some beautiful pieces that you can work with, and then you see those butterflies would then match in perfectly with the butterflies that you'd have in the toppers. I might do something with that one as well. See, this is the problem. You see there's so many different cards you can do. So if you just want to go really simple, let me get my scoreboard out. let's go uber simple with this one, okay?
Deborah says, Sarah,
Go on.
she was up all night wondering where the sun went. Then it dawned on her. Also, producer Laura today asked me, have I seen the pigeons recently? And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, I don't know what's going on. I don't know if it is lockdown, but all the pigeons look really fat at the moment. I was like, I can't say I noticed, Laura.
I don't disagree with her. Yeah, no, I've
Really?
seen. They do look fat.
Why?
There must be a reason. There must be it must be something to do with them eating outside or something. Like, I don't know, but I'm totally there. I have seen the fat pigeons. I'm not kidding you.
Were they pink though?
No.
Apparently, pigeons could be called. Susan says. I mean, we all know Susan. Knows the science is definitely Susan's forte. She says there's no difference between a pigeon and a dove in scientific nomenclature. I don't know what that means.
Ooh.
A common pigeon, for example, is called both a rock pigeon and a rock dove. There you go.
Hey, they always have your back, these guys, don't
I know.
they, Joe?
Thanks, Susan.
Yes. Right, here we go. So all I'm going to do is a very simple bit. So I'm just going quick cards here, Joe, just to show you how quick and easy we could be. Just going to pop this topper over here. Yeah. And then I've taken out the middle piece, and I'm going to do the same with this half here. I'm going to pop that onto there, and then I'm going to just take my paper trimmer and trim this down. And can you see, we will have done a perfect fold back card in seconds. I mean, look at that. Have a little look at that. That is a pretty good looking card that we've just done in just a few seconds. Now, I do like a good Z fold card as well, right? So let's do a nice Z fold with this pigeon. Now, God, you've got me saying it now, Joe. Right, I'm going to get in me line. Let's trim this down, first of all, to an easy mathematical working out size. So let's have a look. I reckon 10 inches should be a good easy one to work out, couldn't it? So if I cut this to 10 inches wide, there we go, 10 inches wide, trim you a little bit off the end, and then I'm going to cut my pigeon off the bottom. There we go, 5. Oh, actually, I could take it to 5. No, let's go to 5. Can we get to 6? Yeah.
Cindy Sue has said, Sarah Joe, I think you need to do a 12 days of Christmas sweaters. If you don't have 12, I bet Crafters Companion Crafters would send some to you. Then she goes on to say, I wonder what size Joe is. I guess he'd be a medium. Cindy Sue, I just can't comprehend. I love you more and more each day if you think that I am a size medium. I am an XL, and I tell you what, some brands pushing XXL at the moment. I know. But yeah, I love you, Cindy Sue, but definitely not a medium. Sorry.
Okay, nice wish for that. Now you've told everybody, Joe, you're going to get loads of Christmas jumpers.
Oh, I'm all right with that.
He needs Christmas t-shirts. Because it's far too hot in the studio for us to be having Christmas
think
jumpers.
Carol Coe has been working on some sort of t-shirt. Talking of working on t-shirts, I haven't shared the pictures yet on the internet. I'm going to put them on my page afterwards. My #1 top fans, founding members of the Joe fan clubs, they've only had special t-shirts made with me on. Of course, the founding members being Sarah's boys. I'm going to put it on my Facebook and my Instagram after this show, so make sure you have a look. They are exceptional. They really are.
Actually, I think our producer Laura might have them.
Really?
Does she?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah.
Fantastic. We're going to show you them. Don't worry.
She's on it. Right. I'm doing a little bit of fussy cutting here, Joe, around my dove. Here we go. Get them cut around my dove here. And then what I'm going to do is, so you see, I scored this at 2.5 and 5. And I scored this one at 5 and 7.5.
Okay.
So that what we can do is we've got, I'm going to stick this piece down the right-hand side.
I know you make this card a lot, but it is a very impressive but quite quick and effective card, isn't it?
This is why I quite liked it, Joe. You know, when I'm doing some under pressure crafting, I always like to do this because it looks pretty spectacular, even though it's a nice, quick and easy one to do. Sharon
Alvis says, I'm really hoping there will be another advent calendar this year.
Oh, Sharon, I couldn't possibly tell you without having to
say. I don't know, because if I knew, I'd tell you, Sharon, but I don't. I'm sorry.
Sharon,
I reckon they're probably keeping it from me.
Let me just tell you, HSN wouldn't let us not do a one. They would not let us not do a one. Yep. Right, let's have a look. There are so many beautiful reasons to be happy. I think that's a perfect sentiment. And then you see that sentiment would just go in the front of my card here. Here we go, down here like this. Stick this over the front panel here. Now I'm just doing quick cards, right? I would rather show you more and quick ones, and you can go and watch the masterclass itself for doing some advanced ones. I'll show you it there to the overhead camera. There it is. How fantastic does that look? So that's your Z fold one with your little dove on. And then we also did that fold back one. So you've got the two different options there, but both done from that Blush Moments. Now, what I haven't mentioned is, you buy that Blush Moments kit, we're going to send you this absolutely free. Now, this is worth another £9.99, $12.99. And if I show you this, so this is, let's have a look, it might be easier to show you it from the overhead here.
Pop the glues in as well. You'd get the free nesting dies too, don't forget.
Oh, nice. Of course, that would work out well. And can you see these are all the same matching patterns, but you get them on like a half-size sheet. So brilliant for matting and layering, or just if you're wanting to do like, look, there's the doves. So that would be really lovely. You could use that, could cut that out and use that as a topper on this card, use it on the back, however you want. You've got all these kind of matching pieces, and this is thrown in for free with the kit. So you buy the kit, essentially the kit's £25, $35, and we throw in that A5 pad. This comes in absolutely free with it as well. So you get the two pieces together. So that there is your Hunky Dory Blush Fabulous Moments one. That's the one that I had out, Joe. I think I might have, if you can fill for a little bit.
I've got them all here if you want them. Do you want me to
brilliant.
pass over?
Yeah, you show
one?
you another one now, and I can get another one out for you if you want.
So what one do you want me to do?
Oh.
Should I do the everyday one?
You can do whatever you want, you fancy, Joe.
It's open.
I think I might have open. Well, I'll go and have a look.
Special moments.
Yeah.
I'll show you
lovely.
special moments. There you go. Oh, so special moments is this one just here. It is absolutely adorable. Now, as always, with all of the Hunky Dory kits, what you get is you get an inspiration sheet in here as well. What's great about these Hunky Dory kits, if you're a beginner crafter, you can very quickly and easily see how you're going to be able to use these very quickly. But you've got here loads of different occasions in here, so it doesn't really matter. You've got pretty much everything covered, from birthdays to new job, proud of you, you passed, happy graduation on this one. Lots of different themes, lots of different good for different ages as well. New baby maybe in here if it's thank you, you're oh so much, so maybe you're sending thanks to someone. You've got some outdoor themed ones. Ooh, champagne and roses. Now that's something I can get involved with. So then you've got the toppers, and then you've got exactly the same again, ×2, the same theme. And then what you've got in here are all of your papers. Now what you've got is, you've got a printed cardstock to go with each one of those topper sheets, which is brilliant. So you know that you're going to be able to put something together really quickly and really easily, which is fantastic. You get all of that, so you're getting 16 of the topper sheets, you're getting 16 of the foiled cards, and you're getting 16 sheets as well of the printed cardstock too. All of that coming your way, £25 or $35 if you want to go for that one. Right there, very, very busy on that. You're saving a quarter on that one, which is fantastic. Oh, LJ says she's just done a double Z fold today. How fancy is that? Oh yes, please. studio@crafterscompanion.co.uk if you want to send those pictures. Talking of pictures, did we manage to get those pictures of the boys? Oh, they are there. I'm going to show those to you in just a few minutes, which is fantastic. Right, I'm going to hand you back to Sarah, because I know, have you got another, did you want to show us more with the Hunky Dory items,
Well,
Sarah?
I had another nice, quick and simple one. I'm hoping I've got all my bits and pieces here ready. I wanted to do quite a nice big card with it, Joe, right? So this isn't with the special moments, this is with the other one that we have as well, okay? And the other, what you'll see is, in each one, you are getting fantastic cardstock, can you see? But then to go with the cardstock, you also have the papers. So this is your paint drop florals. Can you see you've got that beautiful cardstock, and then you also have the matching papers to go with all of these. So what I'm going to do is just a nice big base card, okay? So let's have a little look. I'm going to get this ready here. Well, I think we'll have it opening at the left-hand side here. and that's going to go, right, what I'm going to do is it's a little bit too big for my card, so we can adjust this, and I'll show you how we adjust this, is we can just literally trim off that edge piece there, Joe, and then we can stick that on at whatever size we want. So it just shows you the way these papers are all designed. In the same way that I always say we are a company, or we're a dye company, and my designers are like experts in their field in terms of making everything, thinking through what we do. Hunky Dory are the same when it comes to their beautiful papers. So they have a whole team working with them who are specialists in paper kit design. So they are crafters. They've got as many crafters on their team as what I've got on my team, and their crafters are all experts in doing this beautiful paper craft work. So what they're going to do is they're going to put together these paper craft kits knowing exactly how you're going to put the cards together. Now, remember, I did a whole masterclass with the Hunky Dory stuff. So the idea is that this is Second Chance Sunday. It's your second chance to buy the kits if you missed out on buying them, but then you can go back and watch all the demonstrations that we have from those sections. So you can go back and watch the whole show. Just search Hunky Dory in our archive of shows and you will find all of the demonstrations. I think I did about 10 cards, Joe. Can you remember in the show?
Oh, we whizzed through it, didn't we?
We got through loads of samples. So look at that. Look how you can adjust the size of the topper perfectly well. And then all I'm going to do is I'm going to take one of these toppers. I think these paint drop florals are absolutely gorgeous. I'm really, really pleased we were able to get a few more of Hunky Dory. But this is the last of their stock now, as well as the last of our stock. So you're just going to take one of those lovely toppers, and then I've got some little pieces here. Just use some of my tape pen pieces to pop this down. So these are all little elements just taken from the topper sheets, and quite often what you'll find is you'll be using up all these little bits and pieces. So the little this is one of the little foiled borders. I've got that lovely little just for you topper that's going to go over there, and then also we've got that big topper. I've got another one. I love that rose in the corner, and I'm going to just put some little globules onto the corner of this, and then we can have another one coming up in the top. Now that makes that beautiful kind of all over background card. But remember, you've also got the papers in this section. So I've taken one of those papers and I'm just going to pop that paper. I'm going to stick it along the top here. There we go. So I'm going to stick it along the top, line all of that up. There we go. And then that gives me a nice, beautiful insert to write into, and then a lovely big card. So it just shows you even the really big cards can be kind of framed with those smaller pieces. So you can either use your cards as I did with the first kit to fold them down as base cards, Joe, or you can use them as background pieces on your own larger, bigger cards.
Oh, they really are gorgeous. Loads that you can do with them. Loads of inspiration as well. Right, are you ready? Check this out.
Ready.
We went round to do a social distance bike ride yesterday. Check that out. So they have got the Colour Me Happy picture of me on the front, and then on the back there it says #1 Joe fans, and underneath it says hashtag shut the front door under there as well. Look at those adorable two in that picture. Weren't they cute going on their bike ride in those t-shirts?
Oh, they were so excited. So a few weeks ago when lockdown restrictions were first lifted, you see, Joe came over and Joe and I went for a bike ride one night. Well, I've never heard the end of it from the kids. They call it bike cycling. So all they kept saying was, why did Joe come to go bike cycling with you, Mummy? Does he not know that we really like bike cycling too? So I said to Joe, what are you doing on Saturday? I don't suppose you fancy coming over and going for a bike ride with the kids. So we had a bike ride all around our village last night. The kids absolutely loved it, and they had their little #1 fan t-shirts on to wear.
I promised them ice cream next time, so no doubt they'll be tapping me up for that next trip.
Forget.
They won't forget at all. Absolutely not. Can you please take that picture out of the preview? Do you want to see it? It's the most awful picture of it. Well, it's fabulous. It's coloured in, but it's very disturbing. Imagine on my monitor in front of me a massive picture of this. So shall we show them what it was that you're about to see? Look at that. I could just see it out of the corner of my eye myself staring at me. I do love that. I'm going to turn them into a wallpaper for my downstairs loo. I've decided, Sarah, is the best use for all of them. Lots of you have said sent them to me as well, actually physically sent me them, which I
love
it and adore. I do love it, genuinely. If you want to go for the Paint Drop Florals Luxury Card and 6x6 paper pad, that is what's on your screen at the moment. £25 or $33.50. Right, I'm going to run you through some of the embossing folders again. Now, I know I've taken you through some of the finished samples that you can do. Let me just quickly show you. This gives you a good idea of what you're going to get when you pop these through your machine. So you can see here, this is what it's going to give you. I'll go you through what you're getting in here. It's Joy to the World, Season's Greetings. You're going to get a lucky dip of these, of course. Merry Christmas. You've got Peace on Earth. There's Merry and Bright. I can see Believe there. We have got Under the Mistletoe. There is here, this is Holly Bells. We've got Christmas by Candlelight, Poinsettia Wreath, Christmas Gift, and Festive Pine. Now, if you go for one of these items, you will get 3 embossing folders. If you go for 2 of that item, you'll get 6 embossing folders. Go for 3 of them, you'll get 9 embossing folders. These embossing folders are $9.95 each ordinarily in the US. So for $10, you're getting nearly $30 worth. Spend $20, you'll get nearly $60 worth. Spend $30 and you'll get not only almost $90 worth of embossing folders, but you'll also get today's free gift when you spend $30, of course, as well, which is those nesting hearts, which is fantastic. £10 or $10 if you want to go for those. Right, essentials. It is the Adhesive Essential Collection that we've got for you. You cannot, I don't think, live without these. They are the 3 hero glues that we bring you here at Crafters TV. You've got the all-purpose, there's this one here, the solvent-based one. You've got the tacky one just here. And you've also then got as well this one, the 3D glue, or as our Debbie calls it, chunky glue, which is your going to give you that depth and dimension, which is absolutely fantastic. £10.50 or $18 if you want to get those, saving 20%. It's good that we've got such deep stocks of all the glues at the minute as well, but what I would say is definitely stock up, because you know there was such a long period back in sort of February, March, we were out of stock of the glues for a really, really long time, so definitely worth stocking up whilst they are here and in stock. LJ says she can't live without her all-purpose glue, and we hear that so often as well. Now, the Creator Card Builder Scene die collection, the Christmas classic, 40% of the big stock of this one has sold out and gone. The Yuletide Treasure absolutely sold out and gone already. Went before we came live earlier. £10 or $13 here. You're saving 65%. This should be $29.99. You're paying a third of what you should here. In the US, it should be $39.95. There was a demonstration this morning using it, which you guys absolutely loved. So we really did want to bring it back for you. Mary says, I would like a purple t-shirt that says Crafters Companion Superfans. I don't know, put it into the cosmos enough, you never know. It may happen, Mary. Crafters TV is saying, who else wants a Joe t-shirt? I'm sure no one wants a Joe t-shirt at Crafters TV. That'll be our social media people that are banging that drum. Susan says, last dad joke from her. I'm not going to say I'm released, Susan. She says, why is the sky not happy on clear days?
Not happening.
Why is the sky not happy on clear days?
Go on.
It has the blues. Oh, Susan. Right, I'm going to hand, without further ado, I'm going to hand you over to Sara. No, you love these builder scenes, don't you, Sara?
Oh, absolutely.
What you got there?
Joe,
is that a blue ribbon?
There's some chocolate next door. There's some chocolate next door if you want to nip in. I'll take my time doing this demo so you've got time to run in.
Right, I'm going now. I'm going to go and get some chocolate.
He's off.
And I need some water as well, actually, so I'll go and top that up whilst I'm there.
Right, okay, Bill, it's these 3-hour shows, you know, we just need some sugar to keep our energy up. Right, so the idea with these builder scenes is that basically they don't have an outside cutting edge. So can you see this one here? It's like a really big creator card. So you can cut it in. This is the one that I've actually got cut. I'm going to show you how to assemble these. I did this one this morning. You guys absolutely loved it. So I've just took it apart so I can show you how you create the scene again. So it just cuts into your base card. I've done it once in the white and once in the craft card. Can you see that you've got that lovely shadow as well? Now, each one of these, what's so clever about them is you'll see it doesn't have a cutting edge at the bottom, which means, for example, if on this one here, You cut it into your card, it stays connected on the base and cuts around all of the top, which means you can cut them at different heights. So what I've done is I've cut this scene like this. Then you've got the town hall, and the town hall is going to cut on the top there. Again, I've done another one shadowed with a little bit of the craft card. You can see how fabulous that looks. And I've just used a bit of sandstorm around the bottom so we can just matches in with the craft card a little bit. So there's the top one. You can see we can start building up our little scene. And then these two here, the two little houses, come in from the left and from the right. So can you see this one here cuts in? It's going to stay connected down the right hand side of your card and cut along. And then you've got the other one, this one here, it's going to cut along from the right hand side. So all you're doing is basically building a scene up with all these individual elements, and then you're going to create your own little tunnel book with it. So if you've never created a tunnel book before, let me show you how we do it, okay? Now the base card, your base design, if you look at this, is 5.5 inches square. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut my first piece of cardstock. I'm going to cut, in fact, let's use the bigger guillotine, and then I can just whip straight down at 5.5 inches, right? 5.5 inches, and we're going to go 5.5 inches square. Oh, actually, no, I'm not trying to be too clever. 5.5 inches square, that's going to be the base of my card ready for this. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop this on my scoring board, and I'm going to put score lines in every 1/2 inch. So I'm going to go, sorry, every 1/4 inch. So I'm going to go 1/4, 1/2, 3/4, 1. Just make sure you're holding these in place, not like I am, so that they don't move. Then the next one, 1/2, 3/4, and then 2. And I'm going to trim them off at 2 inches. Here we go.
I'm feeling better. So I had a homemade sausage roll, a mini homemade sausage roll, and a mini Yorkie bar, and a sip of water, and literally I'm a new man.
It's just so hot in the studio.
It's so warm in here today.
They're killing us in here.
And we are definitely wearing like 100% polyester as well. We're wearing like 100% man-made jumpers that are made for December in June, so no wonder we're a bit warm.
And in fairness, I don't know about yours, Joe, but I think mine was about $12.99.
No, so, I think mine was quite expensive. I think mine was like $24.99.
No,
you'd never have guessed. I know, it looks really naff, doesn't it?
It does, yes. It looks a lot more inexpensive than that sort of price there. Yeah, let me just tell you.
I need to get myself a nice one that's maybe made out of like wool or something, so I don't get so hot.
Yeah, so you've got the choice, yeah. Right, let's have a look. So I'm just folding this as a concertina. So I'm going backwards and forwards with both of these. So this is the kind of trick on how it works. You want the concertina, and I've just done mine at 1/4 inch. If you wanted a bigger tunnel book with more depth in there, you could do them at 1/2 inch. If you like to work in centimetres instead, you could do them at 1/2 centimetre or at 1 centimetre. But can you see, that gives us the tunnel book to go on one edge, and then I'm going to do exactly the same with the little tunnel book on the other edge as well.
Valerie is saying, Joe, I want a sausage roll so bad and a pie. They don't have them in the USA. The sausage rolls, I tell you what, Laura made them, and they were off the hook. They were so good. There was some with, the last one has just been eaten. I'm devastated to tell you.
No.
There was some with jalapenos. There was some with chutney and some with mustard. Oh, they were all delicious. I only had about 4 of each of them. It is Sunday, come on. There's some lovely spicy potatoes in there as well, but they've got acid reflux written all over them, I'm afraid. If I had 3 and I could already feel it, I thought I was going to have to go home for a Rennie's at one point if I had another one of those.
Right, here we go. So I've gone with that nice thin piece. So can you see what I've got is, that is just going to fit, I think it goes this way, yeah, that is just going to fit onto the edge here, onto the base. And then I'm going to do the same with this one. Have I put my tape on yet? No, I haven't. This is how bad my memory's got, Joe. I was doing it in front of you, and I had to ask you if I'd just already done it because I couldn't remember.
Did what?
I couldn't remember if I put my tape on it. Literally, we're talking about I couldn't remember what I'd done 10 seconds earlier. This is what happens when you have 2 kids. You lose all your brain cells.
I feel like it's a colossal amount of crafting. That's why. You don't know your tape pens from your pokey tool. I wonder how many cards you've made since we went on to lockdown. I bet someone could go back and get, I'm not suggesting you do because I know you've got better uses of your time, but it wouldn't surprise me if someone went back. I reckon we could average it out, you know, by how many shows you've done.
Do you reckon?
And how many
Some
cards
shows
on average
like
you use.
that Hunky Dory show though, I got about 10 cards done. I think it might have been 11 actually in that Hunky Dory show. Whereas a masterclass, I'm averaging between 6 and 9. A masterclass I've worked out.
So let's say on average, how many shows a week do you reckon you do on average?
Well, I would say that right at the beginning of lockdown, I was definitely averaging about, I would say I was averaging about 8 shows a week at the time.
Okay, so maybe down to about 5 or 6 now, would you say?
Yeah.
So let's say 7. So about 8 cards on average. I'm going to have to work this out, sorry. We've been on lockdown 13 weeks, yeah?
Right, yep. Here we go.
13 times 7 is 91 shows. And we reckon you do about 8 cards on average in a show?
Probably,
7 cards?
I would say average
Let's go
about
7
8,
and a half.
Right.
682.5 cards on lockdown.
No.
Yeah, that's a lot of cards.
That's probably about right though, to be fair.
Yeah, Xena has made 400 cards since lockdown, apparently. How many have you made since lockdown? I'd love to know. A lot of people, of course, have had so much extra time to do the hobbies that they love. So loads of you really taking the opportunity to get loads of crafting done. I love this. It is a concept, I guess, isn't it?
Yeah,
but again, if you gave this to
these.
someone as a little card, this is what I like to call a mantelpiece pleaser, isn't it? This would
Yes.
stay out for a while on the mantelpiece. It would definitely get prime position, I reckon.
Without a shadow of a doubt. And it's one of those ones, especially non-crafters, it looks so impressive. Now, I've just done this one as a monochromatic one, just to kind of keep it going nice and quick. However, you can do this and you could be using a lot of your pens, for example, to colour all of these in, and they would look fabulous. Right, let's have a look. So if I get all of these all lined up perfectly. Look at this. Now, what I forgot to tell you is at the start, because I got so into the demonstration, this whole set of dies, by the way, should be costing you $29.99. However, you're only paying £10 or $13. So £10 or $13 to get, you know, you've got that lovely background piece one. You get the 2 side pieces that cut in from the side. You get the village scene. If you imagine actually a creator card at this size would probably cost you £22-25. These dies would be a good $12.99 each. So actually it's really good value to get that much metal and that many dies for $29.99 anyway. But to get them for £10 or $13, and again, this is the last ever time you'll get to see these. This is the last of our stock. We had 6 designs. They've sold out one by one. We had another one sell out just this morning. And now this is the last design that we have. This is the one that we had the deepest stocks of. So there's a little bit of it left, but you are talking well less than 500 of these left now.
Absolutely, your last chance on these. And great to get a 65% saving on them whilst it's the last of the stock. Now, Shadaya says she hasn't made 400 cards, but she's pretty sure she's purchased about 400 items. I think you're not alone there. Christine's made 1 card in the whole of lockdown. And Christine Mahoney, I know you've started more than 1 card. I'm sure about it. Who is it? Katie Henderson has made 1,050 cards for the soldiers since lockdown. How incredible is that? That is such an achievement. It really is. Right, I need to run you back through the character over the edge that we've got for you. Now, these were launched recently on HSN. This is your first chance to get hold of these, though, in the UK. And they are so fantastic because what you've got is you've got your dies, your stamps, sorry, here. You've got the dies around here as well. And these dies cut out any element of the stamped area that you want it to. So you can have it coming out this side, you have it over the edge on this side, or you can have it over the edge on the top. You can, by putting all 3 dies on and using a little bit of fussy cutting, actually have it completely popped out as well. So you could have it as a topper and then maybe mount that up with some foam pads. You've got the dogs in here. They are super cute. We've also got the bear in here, which is your birthday balloons. You've got these little birdies in here. And finally, you've got the cats in there as well. Now, those 5 were originally launched on HSN. However, when we launched this collection, it was a world exclusive launch because it contains these three brand new stamp and die collections. So you've got this one here, which is the Hello Beautiful. No plans as yet for these to be on HSN, so we don't think that's going to be happening, certainly not in the near future, and these are not part of any type of auto ship either, so this really is your only chance to get hold of these at the moment. You've got May Your Day Sparkle, which is this one here, and you've got this one here, which is Magical Wishes. Now if you want to get these three on their own, details are on your screen right there. So this would be like an expansion pack basically for the ones that you already got on HSN, or if you want to go for the whole collection, I'll just change those details back for you, because these of course are in the whole collection with the other five that I showed you a second ago there. You can get 8 stamp and die collections for £63 or $85. You would also get the free gift included in there as well. Hanging on, rapidly depleting the stock levels on that free gift, just to make sure you've got over £30 or $30 worth of products in your car, and this will appear. 70% of the Over the Edge collection has now sold out and gone. Now the free gift, it gets even worse, I'm afraid. 80% of this has gone. A lot of you with eligible baskets waiting to check out at the moment. So it'll definitely go before the end of the day. I don't think it'll be far off going before the end of the show as well. Now, let me go back to the illustrators for you. So busy on these. This is a big site-wide stock we're talking about, but 60% of the illustrators has now sold out and gone. Let me run you through what you're getting in here. You're going to get 6 packs of the neutrals, essentials, tones, earth, portraits, tints, hues and basics. You're going to get 12 packs of the sketching, the figure and the landscape and the seascape. You've got the storage trays, the paper. You're going to get the stamp in here, the ink pad as well. It's a complete hobby in a box, this one, ready to go. You're saving 30%, which means it should have been $257.83. However, it's £180 today in the UK. $433.19. We've taken that down to $300 in the US. You can still use your club discount, of course. Club members in the UK, platinum members would save another £36. Platinum members in the US will be saving an extra $60. Everyone gets free postage and packaging. Everyone gets free shipping and handling as well. And these are, well, I think it's fair to say, Sarah, aren't they? These are really the top of the tree when it comes to Spectrum Noir.
They are our top end pens. They're alcohol based, they're blendable. You've got that gorgeous, if I just show you on here, the gorgeous nib on them. So can you see how flexible and soft that nib is to work with? I mean, it is absolutely beautiful, and it's wonderful if you're doing all of your flicking with them. So can you see you can do all of this gorgeous flicking? You've got loads of control on here, but then also even just for blending, you've basically got this beautiful wide edge to be doing all of your, I mean, they are double-ended pens, don't get me wrong. You've also got this really nice fine edge, but what everybody's interested in with these is that beautiful flexible nib. Now, if you missed it, Leanne did a whole masterclass. Oh no, she didn't do the masterclass on these. Yeah, she did the masterclass. It wasn't last week, it was the week before, wasn't it, Joe? Silly me, because this week you've just done aqua pens.
We aquas this week. Yeah, I even said it was this week as well.
And you were there, Joe.
I know, I was actually there. You'll have to slap me on the wrist, I'm afraid. It was rightly, as you said, the week before. Sorry about that. Sorry, boss.
That's all right. It's all right. We'll keep each other right eventually as we go. But either way, doesn't matter when it was. All you do is you go onto the website, you go and look for the Colour Me. So you can, where you filter by the shows, you can go and choose the Colour Me Happy. And then once you get the Colour Me Happies, you'll see all the Colour Me Happies that we've ever done. And then you can go and watch each Colour Me Happy as a mini masterclass on one of our pens. So she's done a fabulous. I mean, it was, I don't know if it was the busiest or the second, I think it was the busiest one, wasn't it, Joe? It was the biggest and busiest Colour Me Happy we've ever done, which will just tell you how much everybody loves the Illustrator pens, okay? Now, I'm going to use one of them character over the edge. So I'm going to show you, in case you missed the demonstration, how easy these are to use. Now, in each one, you are getting stamps and dies and an instruction booklet. So the instruction booklet comes in with each one, which is going to teach you how to cut them into the right-hand side, over the top, or into the fold. All different ways come in that instruction booklet. So can you see here, 3 sets of dies, all match in with the stamps that you get. So I'm going to take out just these little cats first of all. I love these. I've got a couple of crazy cat lady friends, Joe. Have you got any crazy cat lady friends in your...
I'm really allergic to cats, so no.
Yeah. Oh, no.
Yeah, like if I go around someone's house and they've got cats, I have to take an antihistamine, otherwise I start not ripping my face off, that's a bit of an exaggeration. It's unlike me to be dramatic, isn't it? I
Not
get a
like
bit
you at all,
scratchy.
Joe.
I'm never dramatic, me, never.
But he does start ripping his face off. Oh, man alive. I tell you what. Do you know what these stamps need on them?
Bit of stick and spray.
Bit of stick and spray on them. Let's get the spray booth out. Let's get the
spray booth, soon to be coming. I hope you've had a chat with Leanne about manufacturing these because they're revolutionary, these spray booths. Definitely not a cardboard box cut in half at an angle. Oh no, it's a fully bona fide spray box. We're going to get them in purple, I'm hoping.
Right, let's get that stuck back on. Now it'll stick well. If you ever find that with your acrylic stamps that they've lost their stick a little bit, just because you've got, like, if you've used them a lot, it's not that they lose their stick, it's that they lose their, what was I going to say? They get little bits of fluff on them, all right? So I'm going to just take this, stamp it over the front there. Oh, I've missed his ear off, but never mind. Yes, it'll be fine when I start and colour it in. Right, let's have a little look. Is this here? Yes, it is. This is going to go over the right hand side of my little kitten. Do you know what? I've pretty much lined that up perfectly with where I put my pencil mark on to keep myself right as well, Joe. Will you look at that? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut away this left hand side of the card. So you just stick that down, a little bit of tape. We're going to just put that in, so we're going to ignore the back where we did a little bit of a boo-boo there. Everybody has off days, Joe. You can't get everything perfect. It's on the back anyway. Nobody's going to ever see.
No one will see that, don't you worry.
I'll tell you what, we'll be interested out of them, however many 100 cards you've just worked out that I've done, how many of them I'd got right first time.
I don't think, have we had any upside down ones since lockdown? Don't think we've had any Australian cards.
I don't know.
When I first went to Australia, I was expecting all the cards to open the wrong way round, and I bought a card for a friend's birthday when I was there, and it turns out it opened the same way that we open our cards as well.
Unbelievable.
So, I know, I feel like that may have been a fallacy.
Right, I'm going to take that die off. Try and keep all your dies and stamps together. You know, when we design the packaging, we know that a lot of people use the packaging as storage, so keep everything together and keep them all nice, okay? Now, can you see that's cut into there? What I'm going to do is I'm going to use my scissors to cut up to that point there. Then I'm going to cut along from the edge here. And then I'm going to come and cut down this part here until we get to that, there we go. And that cuts away perfectly. And then what I'm going to do is I've just got a nice, some little bits of cardstock I'm going to put inside, do a little bit of matting and layering, and then I'm going to start on my colouring jaw.
Oh, that's the exciting bit, isn't it? Don't forget, you can get 8 of these stamp and die sets for £63 or $85, which is fantastic value for money, and very busy on the illustrators as well. I would say there are 107 products on this show, so most definitely get yourself over to craftscompanion.co.uk, shop the show and have a look at everything that we've got. So many items in the show that we won't even get to within these 3 hours. Shows you how much product we've got. If someone already had tri-blends or even maybe classiques, Sarah, is there still room for the illustrators in their sort of colouring arsenal, do you think?
Absolutely, and what's brilliant about it, Joe, is that they all work, they're all the same colours. So what it means is, let's have a look, I'm actually just going to colour all this in this. I'm going to colour this all in the same colour and then put my shading in, Joe. This is my lightest one. I'm using the brown greys, by the way. This is 2. I'm going to use brown grey 2, 4 and 6, right? So let's have a look. I'm going to go around with the darkest one now. Right, so what I was saying was they're all the same colour family. Sorry, not the same colour families. They're all the same colours. So it means that you can literally interchange from one into the next one and not be worried about, well, is it going to work? Are the colours going to match? They're all exactly the same inks. Basically, all that we change from one pen to the next one is the nib. And do you want to know a really interesting fact here? Over here.
I love an interesting fact. You know me.
So the nib on the Illustrator pen costs more than the rest of the pen.
Wow.
Yep. So it's that nib that you're paying for. And there's another brand of pens out there that do very, very expensive pens. And if you've tried their very, very expensive pens, I would tell you, try these. I think you'll be blown away by the fact that the nib on these, even though these are a fraction of the price, they're still half the price of that competitor that I'm talking about. The nib will absolutely rival the nib on those pens any day of the week.
Amazing.
Yeah. We've become world famous for these now, Joe. I will have you know.
Yeah, absolutely, and loads of people, go and have a look at the reviews on our website for this product. You go and see all the reviews on our website for all of our products are completely independently verified, which is really, really important. But it allows you to go and see what other people that have bought these products think about them, especially when it's a considered purchase, like something like this. Yes, the value is amazing. Is it a considered purchase? Yes. Will they last you for years and years and years and years without you needing to do anything to them or replace them? Absolutely, yes. Are they a good investment? I think so. Yeah, I think when you look at the quality you're getting for what you're paying, and look at the amount, it's the depth and the dimension they give you, isn't it, Sarah, that makes these so amazing?
Oh, absolutely. Let's have I can't talk, mind, I'm in a colouring coma.
She's in. I love that it's not like you can just slip in and out of a colouring coma. Either you're either in it or you are out of it. And Sarah's definitely in colouring.
Yeah, I'm in that one, Joe. I'm just going to have to colour. You're going to have to talk.
No problem at all. Right, LJ has slightly burnt her dinner, getting so engrossed in the show. Oh, that's not good. We can't have you doing that. LJ, that's pretty terrible. Now, if you want to watch the shop at the same time, you can do that. Don't forget, over on our website. I know we are almost out of time. Whilst you're in that colouring coma, do you mind if we just recap a few deals,
You
Sarah?
do whatever you want, Jules. I'm going to keep colouring.
Wonderful. Right, the Creator Card, interchangeable Christmas dies. These were a brand new launch just this week. And these are amazing because you're basically getting 3 dies for every one, because you've got interchangeable sentiments. You've got the star frame, the holly frame, the snowflake frame and the tree frame, and they give you 12 sentiments in total, which is fantastic. $79.97 or $105.57 there. The multi-buy on these is also available. So the $24.99 each or $32.99, you get 2 for $42.50 or $55, which is brilliant. Right, the quirky sentiments were so popular when we launched them. I think it was the week before last. I think it might have been towards the start of our festive event. $24.99 or $34.49 if you want to go for these ones. You get that bonus ink pad with those as well. I think these are great because they're 12. These are like going to be in your stash and be the ones you go to when you're a bit stuck for an idea, because they are so unusual. The Christmas double-sided layerable edgeable die 6-piece collection. This one cuts into both the bottom and the side of the cards, and this is great because you can do all those edgeable die techniques that you've done with all of your other edgeables, which is fantastic. £65 or $65 to get you all 6. They are on a multi-buy as well if you just want to go for a couple. You can even get them individually if you wish. Right, next we have the foil stamp and die Christmas expression 6-piece collection. This one's fantastic. £46 or $64 to get you 8 sentiment foil press dies, which is amazing. You'll all get the free gift if you go for those 2. We've also got some more on the foil press. This is the Snowflake Nativity and Bells, $22.98 here or $29.90. That is a 30% saving. Up next, we've also got Snowflake and Starry Night, also £18.18 or $23.73 is your price in dollars there. I know it says pounds, and it is in dollars there. You've also got the illustrators. Now, these have been they've been the star of the show, I think. These loads of you seeing the value in these today. Loads of you deciding that today is the day that you are going to take the plunge and go for those. £180 in the UK, $300 in the US. Everyone gets free shipping and handling and 3 P&P. You can, of course, use also your club discount on those as well. And last, but by certainly no means least, it's that Over the Edge stamp and die collection. £63 or $85. Remember, £30 or $30 or more, and in your cart will jump this, the Stitched Edge Heart nesting dies that you can see just here. These are worth $12.99 or $16.99, and they were over 80% gone at the last count. So very, very busy. They will definitely sell out today. Probably not too far after this show, I would imagine. Right, let's check in with Sarah, see how she's going in that colouring coma, see if she's still going over there. Look at those. They look beautiful, Sarah.
Do you know, it's so much easier as well, colouring with the brush nib. Let me just tell you, it is an absolute luxury, but it's a fabulous luxury. Now, once you've coloured all your little design in, do you know what I like to do, Joe? I think it looks really professional. Get your, a very pale one. So I'm using BGR1 here, right? So let me just show you can you see what colour it is? Oh, that's a bit dark there. I don't quite want anything that dark. Should we try the lavender? See how the lavender's looking? Oh, lavender might be quite nice. Rose, let's have a look what rose looks like. So I'm just going to find a nice pale colour. Rose, little bit rosy. Funny that. Linen. Yeah.
Very, very busy as we get towards the end of the year, especially on these illustrators, Sarah. People absolutely loving them. That's a really good idea that you're doing there. Have a scrap piece of card to test your colour before you go.
Test them all out.
Because I gave myself quite yellow teeth the other week by going in and not
testing them.
Yeah, I thought I had I thought I was going to colour my gums, and it turns out it was the blusher for my cheeks that I put in my gums. It was not a good look. That is definitely a top tip.
That looks good.
To do that. There's loads still coming up tomorrow. So where are you going to use it? Oh, using this around the design?
I'm going to go around the outside of the design, you see, just to give it little bit of grounding. Can you see? So it's just nice to give it a little bit of a shadow. And I normally like to do a grey, but I thought, you know what, because I've used grey within the cats, let's not go grey. Let's go with like a, well, I've gone with a nice flesh tone on these, which would be in your, it would be in your portrait set. I mean, it's irrelevant really, because you're going to get all the sets in the collection. So you're going to have all the colours to work from. But isn't it nice how it just gives it a little bit of grounding on there, Joe, a little bit of colour. And I do quite like that for just making it kind of pop off the screen. And then all I've done to finish that whole card off is I've got another little ball of wool here for it. Let's have a look. Yep. So a little ball that we're going to stick down here. And then I've got one of the little sayings that comes with it. Kittens are angels with whiskers. I'm just going to put that on
isn't
the
that
corner
cute?
there. Yeah. Oh, for all my crazy cat friends out there. And like I said, I've got quite a few of them. Me crazy cat ladies, I call them. Some of my best friends are crazy cat ladies, and I just think, yes, this could go to my friend Hannah or Joe. Would definitely love this one here. But isn't it a little bit different with that cut coming over the front of the design like that?
Really lovely. I love this because they're such a great concept. So many ways in which you can use them. I hope you've enjoyed this live Sunday Superstar Special Christmas Crescendo that we have had today. Remember, you can go back and watch the 2 hours back live from this morning. You can watch these 3 hours back whenever you want to. It's been absolutely amazing. I've adored our festive event. It's been great, and what an event it's been, Sarah.
Oh, it's been wonderful, and of course, as Joe said, this might be wrapping up our Christmas event, but this is just the launch of Christmas for us. We launched Christmas here at Crafters Companion in June, and it runs all the way through till October. So we've got loads of big festive launches coming up over the coming weeks and months. This was just kind of the kick-off to start everything. So what we've done is as well, you'll see like the cartload we had this morning was the last of all of our Christmas stock from last year. Your last chance to get it, because the deliveries are now coming in with all of this year's Christmas stock. So Joe alluded to it earlier. We've even got new launches coming up this week. So watch
tomorrow,
this
in fact.
Tomorrow, and Leanne's got in there and got them again. I'm actually on Create and Craft in the morning for all of you UK viewers watching. So I'm going to be live on Create and Craft 7:30 in the morning with our fantastic balloon dies back in stock. Finally, we've got them back in stock again. They keep selling out every time we bring them, Joe, and then we have to have more stock made and flowed in. So I've got them back in the morning, and Leanne will be back here at 11 o'clock in the morning with Joe, featuring that new launch as well. It's actually coming up in the later show. No, it is coming up in the morning, isn't it?
It's on the 11 a.m. show.
The 11 a.m. show. What a busy one you're going to have in the morning. It's going to be a great one.
It really is. I'm not allowed to tell you that the deals are live right now over on the website as well. So definitely don't go and shop those right now before the morning show. But you can go and get a sneak peek. I'll be back in the morning, 11 a.m. With Leanne, and then back a little bit later in the day as well for Monday Makers. It's going to be another great day. What is going to be another great week, I'll tell you all about next week tomorrow. So you'll have to make sure you join me back here then for that. If you're in the US, hope you have a great day. If you're here in the UK or in Europe, enjoy your Sunday evening. We'll see you back here tomorrow. Take care.